There's no camera picture.
All right, folks, welcome to Tiger TV. We finally got it going. Technical difficulties got us late to the game, but we are here now. Kevin, you're going to have to adjust your clock there. Clock may be off tonight.
10-10 here in the first quarter.
Hilldale got the ball first. Nice way to come and make a tackle. Brady McAdoo, good open field tackle. Stops Hilldale, makes it 4th down. Big defensive stand, so that was the first offensive opportunity for Hilldale tonight.
Yeah, they got a first down early, run play, and then a short pass and incompletion. They got the first down, then that was their second time there, and I think the 5th play they ran. Adrian Avalar had a big stop on first down for tackle for loss, and now Hilldale set to punt it. And thanks for joining us on Tiger TV. We had a lot of adversity.
But we overcame. Apologize that we didn't get to the Williams Foods pregame show as Hilldale kicks it down, and McAdoo will let it roll to a stop inside the 20-yard line. They kicked it away from him. Didn't kick it out of bounds, but got a fortunate roll there.
Yeah, so the AT&T internet is down around the entire county, really. And then, yeah, we had the Starlink, and hey, we got a baseball Ethernet cord. We bought that last year. Let's go get it. So
we're up.
We're here.
We got the Hilldale live stream up. They were able to get our signal in the window. We got our computers and phones hooked to internet. Team effort. Good team effort there. Stuart May helping.
Going downfield in an early
to
touchdown.
McAdoo down the sideline. Nobody's going to catch him. 10-5 touchdown. Cruz Campbell, Brady McAdoo, and the lights are flashing in Tuttle.
Don't blink. That happened really fast. Cruz Campbell gets the one-on-one coverage. McAdoo straight down the sideline and from the 17-yard line into the end zone. Brady McAdoo touchdown.
It looks clear on my phone, Kevin.
Gonna have a penalty there. As there'll be offsides on the defense. Tuttle will have a decision to make and see if they'll take the penalty, and
I bet they stick with the Garrett
probably just
Ogg.
stick right there and kick it from right there. You don't really like to move him around. Most kickers are creatures of habit, so don't necessarily like to be moved up closer when it's this close. But they are going to. They are going to move up, so they'll move up 2 steps, and they're going to go offsides again. So we'll retry it again for the 3rd time here. If you're just joining us, Tigers took over on possession from their own 17-yard line. And first play out of the gate, Cruz Campbell to Brady McAdoo for the touchdown.
And the kick is up, and it's good. That's a Coke's Mechanical point after attempt.
It's a Coke's Mechanical point after.
Got AC trouble? Call our dad. Bo knows heat and air.
When it comes to heat and air needs, local matters. All right, welcome back to Tiger TV. Tigers take a 7-0 lead, 9 minutes, 4 seconds left in the first quarter. Cruz Campbell to Brady McAdoo. I know we've said it time and time again, but that connection is just incredible this year.
A lot better than our connection tonight with AT&T Internet. We're hooked up to Starlink and trying to get a good signal here for you. So it's kind of messing with the scoreboard as well. So we'll have to keep you updated here. But 9:04 on the clock. Tigers strike at 7-0.
Garrett Ogg puts a boot into it, kicks it away. That'll be another touchback, his first one of the game, as Tuttle won the toss, elected to defer. His first one was a touchback as well.
I didn't know if he caught
so
that.
The folks missed it. We were playing IT professional up here. But, yeah, his first one was a touchback as well, so that's Garrett Ogg's second kickoff of the evening. The Tigers won the toss. They elected to defer. So Hilldale got the ball first, and now the Tigers have the ball, now Hilldale has the ball for their second opportunity. They got a first down out of their first drive and then stalled on their second attempt to gain 10 yards.
They'll bring Brady Scott in motion, send him back. And
he's supposed to be a burner.
He is. He's a good player.
Nice pass down the field. He's hit as he catches it, but able to hold on to it, so it'll be another first down. Hilldale willing to go to the air. They're going to test that defensive backfield. Again, we missed our Williams Foods pregame show and our Cornerstone Insurance starting lineups, but you're familiar with those guys down there on the front right now. Garrett Rogers, Cale Harriman, Cam McDoulet, Avalar, and Falwell at the linebacker spot. Tyrese Gonzalez, Brady McAdoo, Spur Bandit sort of position, kind of those 3-4 linebackers. Jordan and Jalen Lane. And then Kendall and McCoy as well. Hit in the backfield, slips away. I think Adrian may have thought that quarterback kept it. Hotworks Mustang replay. Avalar kind of hits him, and he's able to duck under and whiff, but still just 1 yard on the carry.
Yeah, Adrian got there quick and gave him a pop and enough to get him to the ground, but he doesn't reach forward for about half a yard there. So Hilldale will throw it around. They'll challenge you through the air. Their quarterback's a good player, Dawson Fields. He's been hurt a lot of the year, but he's played in 6 games, and they're 6-0 when he's played. So he's been very effective for Hilldale.
They'll keep it on the ground. Good blocking out in front of him. Spins. He'll pick up positive yards, but he'll be down at the 50-yard line. So 3rd and about 2 coming up for Hilldale, maybe 1. Depends on where this mark ends up, and they will put him there for 1 yard. So 3rd and 1, big 3rd down coming up for the Tiger defense.
Yeah, and just showing some different looks like we talked about in the coaches show on Wednesday night, just doing some things that are maybe not necessarily on film already and getting some open space opportunities. But big 3rd down here for Tuttle. You had the momentum going with a decent drive. Again, and Tuttle buckles up, and McDoulet makes a good play right there, forcing a punt, moving them backwards.
Tigers come after it. Again, they'll kick it to the sideline. This time it does go out of bounds short. Not able to get the bounce they got last time, so the Tigers will take over 1st and 10 from the 26-yard line. There's 6 minutes, 14 seconds left. The Tigers are up 7-0. Last time it was a one-play, 83-yard drive. Cruz Campbell to Brady McAdoo. We'll see if the Tigers can be that effective again.
Well, and number 7, Brady Scott, he's up at the top of your screen, the cornerback up there. He's their best player. He does a lot for them offensively through the air and on the ground. But he's their best cover corner, and they're going to put him out there and let him guard somebody. And he's done a good job this year on some talented players. But
they'll go to the air again. This time hits his underneath receiver. That's Jalen Lane.
Yeah, but, I mean, you know, you got 2 guys, and they're going to put pressure on him to make plays, just as you saw McAdoo on the first snap of the game, 83 yards straight down the sideline. Ran by Caden McLemore, and looked like they're in a cover 3 type look on this side, maybe quarters. Man on the backside.
Brownsville on the ground. He's going to get first down yardage.
That's Brownsville's first carry of the night. Goes for 5 yards and a first down. Back to Sean. He's falling forward. That's a good run right there. About 5 yards. First 6 yards on first down. Take a look at it here on the Hotworks Mustang replay. Sean bottled up by the D lineman, but he just takes him for a ride there. And
he was hit at the line of scrimmage and just carried him with him. Hand off to Roundsville again. First guy misses. Now he's going to be right at the line to gain. We'll see where they mark it. Looks like they'll mark it just shy of that line.
So 3 quick carries and right about 15 yards for Sean. Probably go right back to him, or you can take your shot if you want. But imagine Tigers with the light box up there. You see 6, if you want to call it 6 men in the box.
Maybe even might call it 5 if you draw a line straight up from those tackles.
When you're outnumbered, you're going to have numbers, and there they are. There's the first down.
Yep, and that's all you need right there. I know you, with a light box, you kind of think, man, we could pick up 10, 15, 20 yards, but you just need one. Get the chains moved and keep it rolling.
And the threat of the guys outside, and the Lane brothers. I mean, McAdoo and the Lane brothers, along with C.J. Simon, you can't go pack the box on 3rd and 1. You think they might take another shot. So you got to be really precautious in those scenarios, and it really puts you in a disadvantage when you're outnumbered like that. 2 high safeties here. Look at the middle of the field.
Cruz drops back. He's going to throw it again, looking for 11. He's got him, and just threw his hands, not able to bring it in. 11 had his man beat, though. It would have been another Cruz Campbell, Brady McAdoo touchdown, but not able to connect.
I believe, Eli, if I'm not mistaken, that's the first ball 11 has dropped this year. And Eli's taking a cough break, but
no, he doesn't. He has not dropped very many, and
I don't know that. I can't remember that he's missed one, and he'd sure like to have that one back.
Yeah, it would have been touchdown number 2 on the night. 4 minutes, 4 seconds left. Incomplete pass stops the clock. This time going to the other sideline, just a little off to C.J. Simon.
Yeah, Cruz just sailed that one just a little bit. C.J. ran a nice route and created some space there, setting his feet down around the 42-yard line, but Cruz just a little strong on the throw. So 3rd and 10 here with 4 minutes exactly on your clock. Clock stopped after the incompletion.
Give it to Roundsville. He's got some room to run. Almost tripped up, stays, rolls forward. I think he's going to have enough for the first down with that 2nd and 3rd effort, and he will.
Fantastic balance. Look right here. He trips from the line, throws his head up, and keeps his head up. It's a good wrestler right there, keeping his feet.
Puts his hand in the ground to keep his balance, gets those extra yards, enough for a first down. I think the Tigers might have gone for it there if they'd been just barely shy of that first down yardage.
You go play pass on 3rd down, and look what can happen.
Ball's on the ground. Cruz Campbell able to jump on it, just mishandled that snap. I think it was a little to his right.
Cruz is rocking some different shoes tonight.
He had them on the last couple weeks. He's had them taped. He's had quite a bit of tape on the last couple of weeks, but does have the red slippers on, if you will.
A 3-by-1 set. Watch the middle of the field right here with Lane.
Got one high safety. Ball off the hands again, and not able to bring it in. 2 minutes, 56 seconds left. Again, Tigers up 7-0. So
3rd and 15. Last week we had a nice little screen play we drew up, but they got help over the top of 11 here, and they're playing a 7-man shell right now.
There's that screen to Jordan Lane. Now he's going to try and cut up the field, get positive yards, big chunk.
And you're going to go for it here. There's a flag.
There's a flag coming in, and they will get the throwing them down after the whistle.
These guys next door are being a little loud sometimes out there.
So we sit directly to the right of the opposing coach's booth. They've got some paper up there so we can't see them and make faces at them, or else we would. But they're in there banging on the counter and making a ruckus, and they're not going to be happy about that.
Yeah, Jordan Lane on the catch there, and really got it down within 4 yards of the sticks right there, and then you get a big penalty, and it really costs you. If you're Hilldale, you can't. You're just really detrimental right there.
Yep, 1st and 10 for the Tigers Cruz gets it to C.J. Simon, who tries to stay in bounds, not quite able to.
Kevin, did we get the replay on that one? That's a good throw and catch, and we're dealing with some other issues with sound, but should be good to go now. But yeah, nice ball right there. Had some zip on it, and CJ made a great play on the ball in the air.
Yep, hauls that one in. Just almost tiptoed, stayed in bounds, and if he had, he would have got to the end zone. Cruz scrambling, jumps up in the pocket, now he throws it back to the back corner. C.J. Simon gets a foot down, touchdown Tigers. Cruz Campbell to C.J. Simon, 5-yard touchdown pass.
Yeah, just creating a little bit of extra time right there. Steps up in the pocket around some pressure, and you see 5 sitting back there going, I'm open, like Lucas in the movie Lucas. He's standing there wide open, and Cruz put it on him. CJ goes up and keeps both feet in bounds. That's good in the NFL too. So, touchdown Tigers.
Snap, hold, kick is up, and it's good, and that's a Coke's Mechanical point after attempt.
It's a Coach Mechanical point after.
Need your AC service? Let our dad serve you.
Don't pay big company prices. Call Coke's Mechanical. Welcome back to Tiger TV. Another Tiger touchdown here in the second round of the playoffs against Hilldale. Let's take a look at that C.J. Simon touchdown. And you're going to watch Cruz Campbell keep this play alive. Pressure coming off the edge, steps up, throws it a little unorthodoxly to C.J. Simon for the touchdown. A little bit of a Patrick Mahomes sidearm action.
Just get it out there however you can. You see him wide open. You just got to get over that one guy, and he does a good job not throwing it out of bounds.
I'm just saying that might look good on a double play from second base.
Yeah, I could use it, or field your position on the mound. I mean, he's got a good arm.
Garrett Ogg into kicking off for his third kickoff of the night. He's had 2 touchbacks thus far. See if we can get 3, and this one is driven deep, and they'll watch it sail over their head into the end zone for another touchback.
Ogg kicking the ball well tonight, and already 3 chances, 3 touchbacks. A little recap, had some technical difficulties. He missed the first 3 plays on defense, so we got to stop. We got the ball back at the 17-yard line. Brady McAdoo from Cruz Campbell, first play of the game, right on the sideline on the Tuttle sideline here, right in front of the bench, 83-yard touchdown. And then a Cruz Campbell to C.J. Simon touchdown just there, and 2:25 left on the clock. It's 14-0 Tigers here in the first. Underneath handoff, little reverse action, but nobody
falls for it. Tigers stop him in the backfield.
That's Tyrese Gonzalez, and he's all over it. That's really good football, staying home. If you watch Tyrese, he's not chasing across. And number 7 there, Brady Scott, the do-it-all Hilldale Hornet, wrapped up in the background for loss of 3 by Tyrese Gonzalez.
So 2nd and 13 coming up for the Hornets.
Tigers thought about getting offsides right there.
Then decided against it wisely.
Great choice.
Pass going down the middle, and he finds his man. He's tripped up. Good open field trip up there from Jordan Lane, and he's found number 8 a couple of times now. That's going to be Parker Ireland. Seems to be his favorite downfield target here to start the game.
Yeah, a gain of 18. He already hit him for a gain of 22 just a bit ago. So Ireland, the hot hand tonight for Hilldale, and really good job right there by Dawson Fields, just touching it over the linebacking level and into the secondary.
Minute 13, and the clock is running here in the first quarter. I think that one got tipped. I think Brady McAdoo got a hand on that one.
Yeah, that one. And we had a guy there. Looked like Kendall was coming up to make a tackle in space, but McAdoo gets a couple fingers on it and delays that thing from getting out there. So, good job right there.
Second and 10 for Hilldale. Clock stops on the incompletion with 1:08 left in the first quarter. Tigers are up 14-0. Hilldale's going to go back to the air. He's got his man again, who just finds a spot. His own ball's out. Loose. Tigers get it. Luke Falwell hits him. Couple Tigers were there. McCoy had him held up. Falwell pops him, and the ball pops out.
That was a big hit over the middle. Nice job. Completion right there, and you see.
McAdoo holds him up. Falwell pops him, and that ball pops out.
Yeah, and Zarian Kendall hops on that thing right at midfield, so a huge turnover for Tuttle.
Number 5, Ty Wilson on the reception. He felt all of that hit from Luke Falwell.
Let's take one more look at that, Kevin, if we got time. You see 14 in the middle of your field coming, a clean hit, hits him below the waist, right on the football, puts a shoulder pad on it, and I imagine that was probably one of those lost your air moments. I don't think he's got a serious injury or anything, just kind of blows the air out.
Catch his breath a little bit there. There's pressure coming. Cruz throws it down the field. Great job staying up. Zarian Kendall breaks free down the sideline. 10-5 touchdown Tigers.
Oh, what a play by the quarterback to escape it, and what a throw and a better catch.
Great
and run.
throw here. Cruz Campbell again keeps the play alive, and then Zarian Kendall just squeaking through, making people miss into the end zone. Great play, Zarian Kendall.
And he's really come along here offensively late in the season, and what better to save it all up, get your feet underneath you on defense, become a really good defensive back for us, and then getting into the end zone on offense. That's a highlight play for Zarian, and third touchdown pass of the night already for Cruz Campbell.
And another Garrett Ogg extra points, another Coates Mechanical point after a tip.
It's a Coates Mechanical point after.
Don't pay big company prices. Call Coates Mechanical.
Need your AC service? Let our dad serve you.
Let's take a look at the end of that touchdown play again. Cruz Campbell keeps it alive. I think he took a little bit of a hit at the end of that, but Zarian Kendall goes up and gets it and then just keeps his feet moving, makes a couple guys miss. Here comes C.J. Simon with a little shield block and finds pay dirt for Zarian Kendall with the touchdown. So the Tigers, 3 offensive drives, 3 passing touchdowns. Brady McAdoo, C.J. Simon, Zarian Kendall, all finding the end zone. Cruz Campbell having a fantastic night so far.
Yeah, 6 of 9 for 168 yards, 3 touchdowns for Campbell. And pretty special start to his second playoff game as the Tiger quarterback.
Ogg will be in to kick it off again. We'll check some scores around the state as well. We'll also have our Smoke and Joe's players of the game later in the broadcast, and a host of Tigers getting in the running on the offensive side of the ball, and Luke Falwell with a forced fumble on the defensive side of the ball. So far, Elgin's up 7-6 on Salisaw. Bethany's up 7-0 on Ada, and Clinton Wagner are 0-0.
I guess Elgin hadn't given up a whole lot of points. So Salisaw getting on the board early. 50 seconds left here in the first quarter.
Hilldale with the hard count, trying to draw the Tigers off sides. It won't work this time. They'll adjust the play at the line of scrimmage. Little screen pass set up out here. McCoy slows him down, but he's down the sideline again. That's their speedster, and there's going to be a flag on that one. Just a step and a half late.
He kind of almost started hitting him, and then the guy took a little step out of bounds. Brady Scott, nice little catch and run, and he'll get 15 tacked on to the end of this one. So a big play there again from Hilldale. That's a 30-yard gain on the screen pass, and that's where they've had some success too, out on the wings and to the backs.
And you can see that's number 7. That's their speedster. They're just trying to get in space and let him make a play, and this time he does make a play, gets some positive yards, and then 15 more at the end of that one.
Yeah, and that's kind of, with that kind of playmaker, you don't expect him. Not that I fault him for running out of bounds right there. He's kind of cornered, but you almost didn't expect it, and then you go to hit him, and he tried to throw his hands up at the end like I didn't really mean to blow him up, but
yeah, it's one of those, once you're committed, sometimes at that juncture it's just going to happen. It's tough to make that adjustment. It is a penalty. We'll take that one and see if your defense can get a stop in kind of a bend not break scenario. Falwell coming up the middle is intercepted. Jet McCoy steps in front of it. He's off to the races. He'll be dropped down inside the 40-yard line, and there you go. Trust your defense to make a play, and that they do. Jet McCoy does a great job reading the quarterback's eyes, coming back, staying alive. Phenomenal defense. If we watch that again, I'll point out a couple of things that Jet McCoy does really, really well. Yep, let's hit it. Watch his eyes on this. Watch his head. He drops back, finds a receiver, and then jumps that route. His eye discipline on that play was phenomenal. from a safety perspective.
I like that. Eye discipline.
Eye discipline that is a huge key to playing the back end of the defense.
I'm bringing that to the baseball field.
If your eyes have to be where they need to be.
You're exactly right. He's reading his keys. He sees the first read, then he goes to the middle, and his instincts take over, steps up, makes a huge play.
Sean Roundsville with a couple yards. I'm not kidding. I got goosebumps.
Yeah,
on
that's
from a former safety perspective. That is just textbook defense right there. Your eyes are in the backfield. Then you find a receiver in a zone. He's coming to your zone. You find him. Your eyes go back to the quarterback. You read it, jump it, interception. That's how that happens.
Yeah, Jet just, again, you talk about another guy that's really Kendall and Kendall's got a fumble recovery after a big hit from Falwell and McCoy. Both those guys hadn't played a down in defense, and look at them now.
That'll be the final play of the first quarter. So the Tigers up 21-0. We'll take a break on Tiger TV and be back in just a moment.
Country Equipment Rentals is the spot for all the tools to help you get those projects done. Whether it's a power washer, jackhammer, stump grinder, or tiller, or if you need something a little bigger like a tractor and brush hog, skid steer, excavator, or even a bulldozer, Country Equipment Rentals is the place to go.
At Jamie Joe's, our burgers are handmade with 100% pure beef. From our grill to your table, you'll love every bite. Jamie Joe's, half-price burgers all day Monday.
Welcome back to Tiger TV. We're going to take a look at that Jet McCoy interception real quick. And just watch it here. We're going to slow it down a second. Jet McCoy, see his head turn right there and then back to the quarterback. That's the key. He finds the quarterback's eyes, knows where that receiver's going, and jumps that route. Just fantastic defense. Good job from Jet McCoy right there as the Tigers have it 2nd and 10. Going the other direction. Going to swing it out to Roundsville.
It's incomplete.
Incomplete pass. It was a forward pass and just off the hands of Roundsville. So it'll be 3rd and 10 for the Tigers. 21-0 is the score here at Richardson Family Stadium. Round 2 of the playoffs. The Hilldale Hornets in town. And the Tigers came out and just moving down the field, working efficiently. Defense getting a couple turnovers. Get it to McAdoo, who's hit, bottled up. He'll lose a couple on that play. I think you're in 4 down 10. They'll roll the punt unit out there.
Yeah, you're backed up way behind the sticks is what got you to.
And you're going to potentially pin them really, really deep right here.
Yeah.
Your defense has not been an issue. You're up 3 scores. No sense in giving them any momentum at all. Even if you kick this into the end zone and get a touchback, it's still a 21-yard net difference.
You probably want to keep it away from Scott right here. He's a good player. That one's going to bounce.
McAdoo's going to kick it to C.J. Simon. It'll roll out about the 15-yard line. So good job, good execution there by the punt unit.
And Hilldale's, they got an explosive offense. You've seen the quarterback. He's done a good job getting it around and getting it to guys that are open. And he's been progressing through his reads. And that one right there, I understand why the pick happened. The guy was open, and Jet just snuck in there and did a really good job taking that thing out in front of the receiver. But he's done a good job. He's a good player, and they got a lot of weapons.
Yeah, and Hilldale's done a good job previously before that of setting down in zones, in open zones. They haven't run across those zones.
Yep.
That time he continues across the zone, and that route gets jumped. They'll hand it off. He makes a little jump cut, but a couple guys grab him, and then he's brought down for after a couple of yards. Good defense there by the Tigers.
That's Gage rolling there on the carry. And those guys have pretty much split carries this year. The rushing yard, they've had 118 yards coming into tonight. Gage rolling 118 carries, and then Blake Johnson 120 carries. Roland does have 679 yards and 10 touchdowns. Johnson with 516 and 6. And then number 7, Brady Scott's also got 5 rushing touchdowns. Scott, their leading receiver, 42 catches, 813 yards, and 11 touchdowns through the air. So you can see the explosiveness they've had. There's Mac. Oh, I thought Brady was going to get
quarterback keeps it. Good job. Open field tackle there by Jalen Lane. It'll be enough for a first down, positive yards.
12 yards there.
but it'll keep the clock rolling as well. 10 minutes, 24 seconds left in the second quarter.
I didn't see who caught that one. I missed it.
I did as well.
I think it
It
was.
was 8 or 5, I believe.
Then we got some Hilldale viewers.
Man in motion, they'll hand it off. Big hole over there, and Zarian Kendall comes up, makes a good tackle. Another good defensive play by Zarian.
You know, just filling the alley right there and getting underneath the guy. Nice tackle on Roland. The ball may have came out at the end of that run.
I think they're going to say he was down.
Okay. Yeah, it looked like Zarian might have.
For as big as that hole was over there, for them only to get 3 yards, that's a good defensive play by your safety coming up and making a tackle.
There's no doubt about it. He did a good job coming up and just really delivering a blow. Roland's a big back, and Kendall, good job filling the hole.
9 minutes, 12 seconds left in the second quarter. Tigers up 21-0. Quarterback keeps it, pressure in his face. He's going to be knocked down. It'll be out of bounds. Lucky to get that one off, but took a big hit in the process.
Looked like Avalar got it. Got him right as he let that thing go. Just fortunate enough to get enough mustard on it to get out of bounds. And he's bending over at the waist a little bit, saying,
That's about the second or
feel
third
good.
big hit he's taken. The pressure's getting there about the time he's letting the ball go, so it's not roughing the passer, and the Tigers are doing a good job of not being overzealous with their contact with the quarterback.
you got to keep eyes on number 8, the wingback right there, Parker Ireland. He's had a big night so far and looking to go back
Trying
to
to
him.
set up that screen. McDoulett's in pursuit, and there's going to be a flag. That one's batted out of bounds. Almost another interception. Flag in the area of holding.
I think Cash Schiller is going to get called for reaching and trying to tackle.
That was about his only hope. Is a lot of pressure. I think they may have been trying to set up a screen there,
Yeah.
as free as that release was from the defensive
Like a little
line.
jailbreak or something, and quarterback had to get going. No, Nate Frisbee, their baseball coach out at Hilldale, does a great job out there. Had the guys in the state tournament last year. They've got one of the better players in the state over at Hilldale. And I just went completely mind blank because he's not on our football roster.
Tigers decline the penalty, so it'll bring up 4th down for Hilldale.
And I'm asking Nate to send me his name. I feel bad because the kid's a good kid. I've talked to him several times, but I've dealt with 6th graders all week.
That'll do it to you. That'll do it.
We're going to have a happy Thanksgiving break.
So you say you've dealt with 6th graders right before Thanksgiving break. That's a whole new element. Ooh, pressure coming.
If he gets a bounce, and he's going to get it.
McAdoo will field it. He'll be streaking down the sideline, tries to make a couple men miss. Gets inside the 50-yard line. Wyatt Probst was coming in there with some pressure on that punt as well.
Looks like 20-yard return for McAdoo there on the punt return.
Tigers starting in plus yardage at the Hilldale 49. So another short field for the Tigers, and that's been the tale of this one. Field position, we haven't talked about it a lot this year, but Garrett Ogg has pinned them deep on the kickoffs, and then the punt pins them deep on the 15-yard line, and now the Tigers with great field position here. Last time they had great field position after the Jet McCoy interception.
Tigers been able to strike quick. We'll see.
They'll hand off to Roundsville. He's bottled up there in the middle.
That's a good job by their D end. Number 25, it looks like. That's Doc Jackson. I like that name, Doc.
Doc.
D-A-W-K, Doc. And he docks it right there as he gets underneath the line. He gets really down the line of scrimmage right there and makes a tackle for a gain of 1 for Roundsville.
Swinging it out to McAdoo. Pressure coming from all over the place on that one. He's able to keep it alive somehow. Then brought down. It'll be a loss on the play. That one had all sorts of things going on, and none of them good for the Tigers.
Yeah, it looked like there was maybe a little confusion on maybe the action in the backfield, and Brady and Cruz kind of looking at each other, and Cruz is like, well, I'm going to get it to you instead of me getting tackled. So Good decision there for Cruz, but Tigers moving the wrong way right now. That's going to be 5 yards there.
Hilldale jumps offside, so Tigers will get 5 back.
That helps you out. Makes it 3rd and 10 now, and it gives you a real shot to.
We've seen this a couple of times, too, from Hilldale on 3rd and long. In those long situations, they've dropped 2 or 3 safeties or those defensive backs back to about the line to gain, just trying to keep everything in front of them and force it to 4th down. Not really concerned when it's 3rd and 14 about giving up 10 or 9 or something like that.
Yeah.
So you'll see it. Deep safeties, they won't be quite as deep now with only 9 yards to go. Campbell takes off. He's going to get out of bounds. Good coverage down the field. Had a couple of guys over there to cover one receiver.
It almost looked like he was going to at the last second try to wedge that in there, but that's a good decision by Cruz. You're up 3 scores in their territory, and you just, be smart with the football, pick up a few yards, and be safe about it, and let McAdoo try to pin him deep, try to keep it away from Scott. Cole Leach is the player at Hilldale. He was committed to I think he's still committed to Arkansas. And if you're committed to Arkansas to play baseball,
looks like delay a game coming for the Tigers.
So we get a redo here. But no, Leach he's a shortstop. He's a good-looking kid. He can hit. Like he's one of those guys you don't throw to if you don't have to. You make everybody else in the lineup beat you because. He just sprays it around all over. I think he's played some national stuff, maybe for some USA baseball stuff. I would anticipate he's a guy that probably steps into the SEC and has a chance, if he doesn't get drafted, has a chance to compete right away. It's going to be...
So the Tigers, the penalties called on Hilldale.
Was it?
It's enough yardage for a first down. I'm not sure.
Penalty,
Not sure what the signal was. I'm wondering if it was
a 4th and 1 here, so it's 4th down and an inch.
Okay, so 4th and a little bit. I think the Hilldale coach wants an explanation. He's waving at the official, trying to get.
Yeah, they're trying to get.
There he goes. Gets his attention.
They're going to take a timeout.
Yep, timeout. Hilldale. We'll take a timeout on Tiger TV and be back in just a moment.
Life is complex enough. With decades of experience, Cornerstone Insurance Group makes insurance simple. We can help with coverage for your home, farm, or ranch, coverage for all the drivers, cars, and equipment in and around your house, coverage for your business, large or small, life insurance to give you peace of mind. Call or stop by today, and one of our experienced, licensed agents will shop dozens of insurance companies for you, saving you time and money. Call our office or visit us online at oklahomainsured.com.
Hey Tiger fans, if you're looking for a church home, we have a place for you at First Baptist Church. From children's and youth activities to senior adults, we have a ministry for everyone in your family and would love to have you join us. If we can pray for you, email us at prayforyou@att.net. We love you and hope you have a blessed week.
Welcome back to Tiger TV. 7 minutes, 4 seconds left in the second quarter. Tigers up 21-0. We are not entirely certain what the penalty was. I'm assuming it was a delay of game on Hilldale for out their return unit. There you saw them run guys on, and that happens sometimes when out their return unit. There you saw them run guys on, and that happens sometimes when you're swapping out those units. You'll get too many out there.
That's a good punt.
High punt from McAdoo. Fair catch coming inside the 15-yard line. Another good punt from Brady McAdoo, pinning them deep. They'll take over on their own 13-yard line. They have not started a drive past their own 20-yard line yet tonight.
Yeah, all 3 kickoffs Garrett Ogg has made have been touchbacks, and then 2 punts inside the 20. So, and you've seen, like we mentioned, you've seen some explosiveness. You got to keep eyes on 7. He's the fullback right now, just to the right of the quarterback. He's going to be the guy that makes stuff happen. They're probably not putting him in the backfield to hand it off to him or block.
A little bit of a hole there. Got some room, but he's going to be bottled up. Jet McCoy in pursuit. Had a lane to run. 17 yards on that first down carry.
Yeah, Blake Johnson just split the middle. And like I said, I think people went with number 7. Brady Scott followed him out of the backfield. Too many people followed him. And Blake Johnson just almost off to the races, again about 15 yards there. He's been pretty effective tonight in the run game. 4 carries for 29 yards.
Handed off again. Nice little jump cut in the backfield, but Avalar's there to bring him down.
Yeah,
Avalar, Falwell, and Harriman in the backfield.
Yeah, looks like Avalar and Falwell probably get credit for that tackle.
Avalar hits him first, Falwell hits him again, and then Avalar finishes it up.
He got hit a few times right there by some tough dudes.
He just about had a nifty little jump cut back there to get loose. But unfortunately, if 22 misses you, 14 is going to be close.
Yeah, and then you get 22 back at you. So it'll be second. And like I said, keep eyes on 7, keep eyes on 8. 7's the inside receiver at the top of your screen there. Brady Scott.
He'll drop back to throw it down the field. He'll try and get over the middle. There's, Tyrese had him one. Had him one right there.
That's
Tyrese
push-ups.
Gonzalez.
He can do push-ups. He's an Army guy.
Again.
Got to make that catch, Tyrese, but it's a great play. That's a high throw, though. You got to go up and get it. But.
And I'm, that might be the reason he's on the defensive side of the ball. But, hey, good job. Again, great job. Eyes in the backfield, reading the quarterback. You're playing zone defense. Read his eyes, go with him, and make a play on the ball. Does a good job forcing the incompletion. So it will be 3rd down for Hilldale now. 5:42 left in the second quarter. Tigers up 21-0.
That's the kind of play right there that can really break their back. If you pick that thing off, you're probably going to have a pretty decent return and really frustrate. Big 3rd down here in the game. I know it's the second quarter, 5:42 left, but it's a big 3rd down.
Pressure coming. Should have been a flag for a hold. Avalar got yanked. Big hit, stays on his feet, but there's a lot of Tigers coming to finish that one off. Flag at the end of that play, not sure. Saw a body go flying towards the end of that. Little screen pass again out there.
I don't know if they got somebody for a late hit or.
Probst and Lane hit him, and then.
It's on them.
It's going to be on them. 53 comes in. A little late. I saw a red jersey go flying. I didn't know if he tripped over someone, but
good job by them catching that. I didn't see it. Pearson Bennett just cleaned up the pile right there. A little bit late. And maybe a little bit of frustration coming out of Hilldale, but that'll move it back. It'll be 4th down as well.
Yeah, that was a dead ball foul. So that was after the play. So the play counts. 4th down and a long way. Punt unit out there for Hilldale. Elgin's up 14-6 in the second quarter. Wagner's up 9-0 over Clinton. Bethany up 7-6 over Ada. In the 3 other 4A games going on around the state.
Good roll there for him.
Yep, short punt inside the 50-yard line. So the Tiger offense takes over with good field position again on that one. Inside in Hilldale territory. Last couple of drives have stalled out a little bit. Hilldale's done a good job defending them. 5 minutes, 10 seconds left in the second quarter.
Tigers been a little sloppier the last couple possessions, and so I want to kind of clean that up.
Brownsville takes the handoff, keeps the feet churning, takes a couple hits, gets positive yards on that one.
Yeah, a gain of about 4.5 there for Sean, so back to positive territory for Roundsville.
Nick Wright and Kel Harriman checking in for the Tigers. Got Will Rogers in there as well. Excuse me, that's Will Garrett. Been at the airport too much lately.
I went to Will Rogers Elementary, Eli. Never met a man he didn't like. I can't quit coughing right now. What's going on?
Sean Roundsville breaks free, 30-25. He's going to be hit at the 20 and knocked out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Good run from Sean Roundsville there. And we'll watch it here. Roundsville takes it from the 42 all the way down inside, being marked out the 17-yard line, so 25-yard carry for Sean Roundsville.
Yeah, just fighting through the contact. Heavy set again. Your solo with CJ.
They'll keep it on the ground with Roundsville. Bounces around. Hilldale fills the gaps well. Pick up about a yard, maybe 2 on that carry. Speaking of Will Rogers, I was in the D.C. and took a tour of the Capitol. There's a statue of Will Rogers in there, and he wanted them to place it so that he could watch over the House of Representatives and see them.
He needs to keep an eye on everybody down there.
That's what he said. He said,
"That's crazy over there."
Make sure I can keep an eye on the money. That's what he said. So he's looking down, keeping an eye on it. Good job, Cruz Campbell, floating that one up there.
Yeah, had to
getting it out of his hands.
Had to get rid of that one really quick and almost gets it to Kendall there. I'm sorry, Lane.
Yeah, Jordan Lane was just about able to run under that one. 3 minutes, 47 seconds left here in the second quarter. Tigers up 21-0. Scored on their first 3 drives. Last couple of drives have stalled out. Trying to keep this one going and find pay dirt again. They'll get the ball back to start the second half as well. The Tigers will.
2-back set here. McAdoo and Roundsville now.
McAdoo cuts it up, jump cut inside the, let's see, he's going to mark him down inside the 1 yard line.
They're going to go fast right here and get it in.
Nice run there, just patient, little jump cut. Makes a man miss.
It's from 11, one on 3rd and long and into the end zone.
Garadog kicks it through for a Cokes Mechanical point after attempt.
It's a Cokes Mechanical point after.
Got AC trouble? Call our dad. Bo knows heat and air.
Needed to clean that drive, the last couple of drives. I mean, when's the last time you saw Cruz Campbell go 2 for 4 with negative 5 yards passing on 2 drives? And
haven't had very many drives like that this year.
They cinched it back up and got the ground game going. And Roundsville had a big 25-yard burst. And then McAdoo caps it off.
Ogg puts a boot into this one. It won't find the end zone, but takes a nice little hop. Tigers down there in coverage. Good coverage from the Tiger team. That is going to be, is that Probst in there?
I think it was Wyatt. He settled down, broke down, make a nice tackle inside the 20 again.
So Hilldale again pinned deep. Three minutes, 22 seconds left here in the second quarter.
Yeah, just thinking back to all the adversity we had to get this broadcast going. It was a group effort. Kendra Pagel drove up here, brought a router. Twice.
Yeah, she came up twice, brought us
Nice
supplies. Sam Pagel was in town checking out the new stadium. My younger brother.
He got put to work.
He got put to work, helped us hook up the Ethernet cable.
Okay,
Stuart May, his father-in-law, to an Oklahoma City police officer in Sam and a former Oklahoma City police officer in Stuart. And then Kevin with all the production expertise and making sure we got everything hooked up right. We got a Starlink. Thank you, Elon Musk.
Eli Musk.
Not sure how you feel about the man, but his Starlink works.
He's a crazy sucker, but his internet works.
It does.
And he's pretty successful. That one's a good throw.
Yep, again, just finds a little soft spot in the zone and hits number 5, Ty Wilson. We've seen that a couple of times from Hilldale. And again, those receivers, when they settle down in those soft spots, they've had some success.
Yeah, they don't continue running too far and get themselves in a bind.
And Hilldale's run some really good route combinations. If you've watched, their receivers have not run your traditional kind of combinations you're used to seeing. So some really good play designs from Hilldale. Tiger defense doing a good job staying true to their assignments. This time the Tigers are going to get home on a sack, and Cam McDoulet just beats a block and gets in there, drops the quarterback in the backfield.
Yeah, that's his second tackle for
He's
loss
right
tonight.
there in the middle and just rips underneath that block and then gets home. Had pressure coming from the edges too, not able to scramble outside the pocket.
Good pressure by Falwell also kind of forced him that way, and then McDoulet having a big game. That's, like I mentioned, second tackle for loss tonight, and really puts you behind the sticks. 2nd and 16 now.
Dropping back, trying to find a man down the field. This time they're going to get to him again. He's dropped again. This time, Cam McDoulet getting home again. Back-to-back sacks.
Man,
Just
those are
beats
two
two
huge,
blocks.
two huge plays right there in a row. He was on the coach's show, and I did talk to those guys about the chances of your stat column going up if you get on the coach's show. So Cam McDoulet taking it to heart.
And there's a timeout. We will take a timeout on Tiger TV as well and be back in just a moment.
At Marshall Auto Supply, our Napa certified parts professionals are here to help. We stock a wide variety of parts and accessories for all makes and models. Marshall Auto Supply. Stop by or call us today. Located in Chickasha or on Main Street in Tuttle.
At Tactical Pest Solutions, we prevent pests from taking over. Our defense will give you peace of mind, keeping your home or business safe from pesky bugs or creepy crawlers. Our tactical approach proactively treats your spaces before high-traffic pest season. Make an appointment today, even if you haven't seen indications of bugs or pests, so we can play defense for your home team. Give us a call and let's keep your home or business free of what's bugging you. Tactical Pest Solutions. We can beat the bugs to the punch.
Welcome back to Tiger TV here at Richardson Family Stadium. Round 2 of the playoffs. The Hilldale Hornets came to town. There's a minute 28 left in the first half, and the Tigers welcomed them with 28 points in the first half. And still time to do some more damage. Cam McDoulet breaking free, gets tackled. They're able to get it, but throws it and out of bounds. They decided, hey, we haven't stopped Cam McDoulet the last 2 plays. Let's just grab him.
Yeah, he definitely got held up right there. No call, but a little pitch and catch for 4 yards there. No harm, no foul for sure. And it'll be 4th down and 19. Brady McAdoo back deep, and if you're Hilldale, this is dangerous territory. You don't punt it to 11 with the open field he's got in front of him.
No, and he's standing on the 48-yard line, so it's not like he has the whole field to go. He's got some room to run, but should be good field position for the Tigers.
That's a good punt.
Drives him back. Good punt there from Hilldale. Neutralizing McAdoo with a punt to the sideline and driving it back to the 30-yard line. Take a look at those Cam McDoulet sacks on our Hotworks Mustang replay here. And right there in the middle, nose guard just fighting through again, kind of getting draped on a little bit, but gets to him. And then on the next play following, there was another one after that. You're just going to trust me on it.
Believe it.
It looked a lot like the first one.
Yeah. So he missed the first one. Now we got the second one. Okay, got it.
All right, 1st and 10 Tigers from the 31-yard line. C.J. Simon in motion, little screen set up. Throws it at the feet of Roundsville.
Yeah, just smart right there by Cruz and trying to run decoy with C.J. across the field, and Hilldale did a good job staying home.
Hilldale sniffed it out well, and Cruz Campbell wisely throws it away.
I'll tell you what, CJ's got some room down here.
He's got a one-on-one. There's a safety over the top that can get there because he's playing deep. Cruz is going to come back to him, throws it, hits him, and then he'll step out of bounds, which will stop the clock with a minute 7. And he'll be 2 yards shy, maybe 2.5 shy of the first down marker. Good little pitch and catch, way to stay with it and get the ball to him. 3rd and 3 now.
Yeah, minute 7. You pick this up, you might start speeding up the tempo.
Cruz scrambling. Has a man out there. That's Jordan Lane. He's got some room to run, and McAdoo does a good job just shielding a guy down the field, and Jordan Lane runs out of bounds.
I think Lane might have he may have left out of bounds a little early there as Tigers going up tempo here.
Yep, 58 seconds left. I think he had a little bit more room to run. It's a good decision to go out of bounds and stop the clock. That's the right play. Mm-hmm. Although you do have 3 timeouts, I don't know that you would use them in this scenario, especially since you're getting the ball back to start the second half. Cruz going down the field to the end zone. McAdoo trying to run under it. He does. Catches it. Touchdown. Cruz Campbell to Brady McAdoo. And that was an absolute dot by Cruz Campbell. I mean, dropped it in over the shoulder. full
That's
speed.
a beep. I mean,
That
McAdoo
is-
just took off running. I think he was supposed to set down, and Cruz was like, he ain't stopping. And McAdoo just runs full speed underneath it, lands right in his breadbasket. Cruz throwing it on a dime. That'll get you a few offers. Those kind of throws right there are big time. And Tigers putting it on Hilldale here at home, 35-0.
Garrett Ogg for another Koch's Mechanical point after attempt.
It's a Coach Mechanical point after.
Got AC trouble? Call our dad. Bo knows heat and air.
When it comes to heat and air needs, local matters.
Welcome back to Tiger TV here at Richardson Family Stadium. There's 52 seconds left in the first half. The Tigers have just extended their lead 35-0 on a Cruz Campbell to Brady McAdoo touchdown
Let me see
pass.
it. Let me
that
see
was
it, Kevin.
An absolute thing of beauty.
Let me see it.
Cruz Campbell from the 30-yard line throws it up, and McAdoo just takes off on a dead sprint, drops it right in over the defender, never slows down.
That's going to be on social media because the cameraman's right there.
Somebody had a
following that.
good angle of that. I'm not sure exactly which one that was, but it'll be a fantastic shot.
It's amazing how many more people start covering your team whenever you're 11-0. And have some playmakers.
Kick is fielded, and he is just absolutely chopped down.
With Donnie
that was
Schluter.
Donnie Schluter, the freshman, coming in on kick coverage, and he's trying to keep that streak alive of Hilldale not starting very far past the 20-yard
he
line.
tackled him. He got him on the ground behind the 20. The ball will be at the 21, but big-time tackle by the freshman there, Donnie Schluter.
The first time Hilldale thought they might have an opportunity at a return, and it doesn't work out.
I think the Tigers have been pretty solid tonight all the way around. The defense, Hilldale's going to get some yards. They've done it all year. They got a good team, but Tigers have really cinched it up, caused a few turnovers, and really put some stress on them.
They'll keep it on the ground. Tyrese does a good job trying to force that back inside, and then Lane comes up, makes a good tackle. McCoy in there as well. So
That's a good.
Hilldale with first down yardage. Good blocking right there.
They really stretched us out right there. Our D tackle was in the zero technique, and our D end was 3 men over on the tight end, and a big hole just from alignment.
36 seconds left in the first half. Hilldale will have to snap it at least one more time.
Well, and you're just playing shell right here too. You're not really worried about run yards right here. You don't let anybody behind you.
Yeah, just trying to not to let them get some points on the board because you get the ball back. Tigers do a good job again keeping it in front of them.
Good tackle.
McCoy and
Probst.
Wyatt Probst in there. 13 seconds. That should be the final play of the first half unless Hilldale uses a timeout, which I don't think they will. 4-3. That will be the final play of the first half. The Tigers are going to take a 35-0 lead into the locker room. They'll get the ball back to start the second half as well. And we got some guys making a case for Smoking Joe's players of the game here tonight.
Cruz is saying, I'm tired of everybody else getting one. I'm about to, these 4
Show
touchdown
y'all.
passes, and they've been some really good throws and some really good catches, and Zeke Kendall had a big run there too, but we'll talk about those later in the night. When we come back for the halftime show, we might come back a little bit early just so we can go over some of the pregame stuff we missed and tell you about our player to watch as well. So
Yep, we'll be back in about 10 to 12 minutes on the Pizza Shop halftime show and a sort of a make-up Williams Foods pregame show at halftime. But we'll be back on here in just a moment on Tiger TV. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you on the Pizza Shop halftime show in just a moment.
Jeff here with Triton Foundation Repair. I'm here to remind you that we always have and always will offer free foundation evaluations to Oklahomans. At Triton, we know your home is a big investment and your money is hard earned. So when you call us for a free evaluation, our specialists will perform a thorough foundation evaluation and only give an estimate when foundation repair is necessary. So visit TritonOK.com to schedule your free foundation evaluation.
Whether you just came from a workout or you're just out and about, our social sips have everything you need to feel good to feel good. Here at Social, we have a variety of teas, shakes, social bowls, or you can even try one of our cold brew coffees, made with you in mind. At Mustang Social and Hometown Social, it's always tea time.
The First National Bank and Trust Company presents to you the Tuttle Team Spirit Card. We proudly serve more than 20 area schools and have donated more than $82,000 in 2023. So, what are you waiting for? Support your Tuttle Tigers and make every transaction count. Come by the bank to get your Team Spirit Card today at no cost to you. The First National Bank and Trust Company. Member FDIC.
Stay ahead of the curve and keep your small engines running right this off-season. At Simmer Sales and Service, we have you covered. Bring your equipment over for a full winter tune-up or repair. Our full-service shop is ready for you just 2 miles east of Tuttle. We're locally and family-owned. You'll leave saying, Simmer, good people.
At Tuttle Christian Church, we love God and love our community. Whether your children are attending in our safe, secure kids building or you're attending one of our worship services, we hope you will experience a moment with Jesus. We hope to see you there. Tuttle Christian Church. Country Equipment Rentals is the spot for all the tools to help you get those projects done. Whether it's a power washer, jackhammer, stump grinder, or tiller, or if you need something a little bigger like a tractor and brush hog, skid steer, excavator, or even a bulldozer, Country Equipment Rentals is the place to go.
Williams Foods, more than a grocery store. At Williams Foods, we pride ourselves on our meat, and we have the best, the freshest, the most tender meat money can buy. There is no better meat in the world. Williams Foods cuts it fresh every day, just the way you like it. Don't be fooled by big box stores that don't cut their meat on site. We do meat right and better than anyone. Williams Foods, where we still sack and carry out your groceries for you because you deserve it. Williams Foods, your fresh meat, fresh produce, and much more store since 1971.
At Jamie Joe's, our burgers are handmade with 100% pure beef. From our grill to your table, you'll love every bite. Jamie Joe's, half-price burgers all day Monday.
At Tactical Pest Solutions, we prevent pests from taking over. Our defense will give you peace of mind, keeping your home or business safe from pesky bugs or creepy crawlers. Our tactical approach proactively treats your spaces before high-traffic pest season. Make an appointment today, even if you haven't seen indications of bugs or pests, so we can play defense for your home team. Give us a call and let's keep your home or business free of what's bugging you. Tactical Pest Solutions. We can beat the bugs to the punch.
As a mama, you're constantly pulled in every direction. HotWorks is where you get to hit pause. Sweat out the stress as you recenter in just 30 minutes. You deserve this.
Hello, this is Pastor Todd at Snow Hill Baptist Church. We want you to know that you're always welcome at Snow Hill. In fact, we welcome anyone and everyone. We want to extend an invitation that you show up just any Sunday you want to, because we like to say all are welcome here at Snow Hill.
Williams Foods, more than just a grocery store. Williams Foods has been serving communities since 1971. That is 45 years strong and counting. We are successful because we offer great service, great prices, fresh produce, and the best meat money can buy. Williams Foods is not just in your communities, we are a part of your community. We donate 1% back to any nonprofit organization, and we donate up to 6 cents per labels to anyone fundraising. Williams Foods, where we still sack and carry out your groceries for you because you deserve it.
Contemporary Family Dentistry Newcastle has been serving the Tri-City community since 2008 and is excited to announce the opening of our second location in Blanchard. Don't have dental insurance? That's not a problem at Contemporary Family Dentistry. We have a $250 annual membership that covers cleanings and exams, eliminating the feeling that you can't go to the dentist. For more information, visit our website at www.cfdok.com.
How long's it been since you had pizza? I mean good pizza. Piping hot, cheesy pizza that'll make your mouth water. At the Pizza Shop, we make old school pizza at old school prices. The Pizza Shop, 410 East Main, Tuttle. Al's Heat and Air is a proud supporter of the Tuttle Tigers. Serving the Tuttle area for almost 40 years, we work on all makes and models. As a trained comfort specialist, we sell the best and service the rest. Al's Heat and Air, 405-381-3602. Looking for the perfect way to satisfy your barbecue cravings? Look no further. We welcome everyone to enjoy our mouth-watering barbecue made with love and care. Our family-friendly barbecue joint is more than just a restaurant. We're part of the community, and our friendly staff will make you feel right at home. Smokin' Joe's Rib Ranch in Tuttle and Rush Springs. Come for the barbecue, stay for the good times with family and friends.
Where you call home is important, and when things break, who you call to fix that home is also important. When it comes to heat and air needs, local matters. Bo Kokenauer of Koch's Mechanical knows that, and that's why Koch's Mechanical takes pride in serving the community he calls home.
Need your AC serviced? Let our dad serve you.
Navigating through Medicare.
Life is complex enough. With decades of experience, Cornerstone Insurance Group makes insurance simple. We can help with coverage for your home, farm, or ranch, coverage for all the drivers, cars, and equipment in and around your house, coverage for your business, large or small, life insurance to give you peace of mind. Call or stop by today, and one of our experienced, licensed agents will shop dozens of insurance companies for you, saving you time and money. Call our office or visit us online at oklahomainsured.com. Country Equipment is your locally owned full-service dealer of Kubota, Polaris, Skag, and Hustler equipment. Whether it's for 2 or 200 acres, Country Equipment has the Kubota tractor and attachments to help you get the job done. Country Equipment carries a full line of trimmers, blowers, chainsaws, and more from top brands like Echo and Steel. Mowers from brands like Kubota, Hustler, and Skag are sure to keep your place looking great all year round. Plus, a full parts and service department for all the brands we carry. Come see us today at your locally owned Country Equipment.
Hey Tiger fans, if you're looking for a church home, we have a place for you at First Baptist Church. From children's and youth activities to senior adults, we have a ministry for everyone in your family and would love to have you join us. If we can pray for you, email us at prayforyou@att.net. We love you and hope you have a blessed week. Contemporary Family Dentistry Newcastle has been serving the Tri-City community since 2008 and is excited to announce the opening of our second location in Blanchard. For more information, visit our website at www.cfdok.com.
Looking for the perfect way to satisfy your barbecue cravings? Look no further. We welcome everyone to enjoy our mouth-watering barbecue made with love and care. With a kids menu and outdoor patio, we have something for all ages. Come for the barbecue, stay for the good times with family and friends. At Marshall Auto Supply, our Napa-certified parts professionals are here to help. We stock a wide variety of parts and accessories for all makes and models. Marshall Auto Supply. Stop by or call us today. Located in Chickasha or on Main Street in Tuttle.
At Ortho Central, our goal is simple: to make your life better. Schedule your installation today. High-speed fiber internet for a more connected Tuttle.
Over the years, a lot has changed. Thankfully, in Tuttle, a few things have stayed the same. The people here are still the best, the school's teams are always competitive, and Williams Plumbing Service is still serving the community. For all your plumbing needs, call Williams Plumbing Service. One family serving Tuttle since 1949. Thank you, Tuttle, and go Tigers!
All right, welcome back to Tiger TV.
Roundsville, 10 carries, 62 yards. Cruz Campbell, 11 of 17 for 229 and 4 touchdowns here in the first half. Zarian Kendall, 150-yard touchdown catch. C.J. Simon has 3 catches on 4 targets for 24 yards and a score. McAdoo with 4 catches on 108 yards and 2 touchdowns, including the first play of the game, the 83-yard touchdown from Cruz Campbell.
Yeah, so far so good for the Tigers in that first half. Let's go look at our keys to the game that we didn't get to talk about, but so far so good. Adjust on the fly, disciplined and sound, and just win, baby.
That's right. And I think they've done a good job of adjusting. You've seen some burst plays for Hilldale, immediately followed up by a couple turnovers. They've been disciplined. We've got a penalty there, one false start there on offense, but they've been really good and really sound in their technique. We saw Jet McCoy being really sound in the secondary, and then right now, obviously just win, baby, but 35-0 here in the first half and making it really tough on the visitors here tonight. And, you look at some guys that have made some huge plays. Cam McDoulet, back-to-back sacks on that last drive that really hampered everything, any momentum. And then, Cruz Campbell, it's over 220 yards passing and 4 touchdowns, no mistakes, is taking care of the football. Hasn't thrown anything into any kind of traffic tonight. You see 11 for 17. He's thrown a few balls away, just being smart, and I think he's done a really good job managing the game and really getting our offense where it needs to be.
Yeah, and the Tigers did a good job. They came out extremely hot to start the game, scored on their first 3 drives. They go up 21-0 really quickly. The next couple of drives, they start with a short field. They're not able to convert those for touchdowns, but they stick with it. They don't get flustered. They don't get frustrated. They punt the ball away, pin Hilldale deep. The defense comes out and does what they're supposed to do, and then they go right back to it and score again, put some more points on the board 2 more times after that to extend this thing to 35-0. So a good job not getting frustrated when things don't come as easily as they did to start the game.
Well, they're not going to come as easy as you get deeper in the playoffs, and it seems like it's been easy with the 35-0 scoreboard. I forgot to mention McAdoo had a touchdown run as well, but it seems really easy, but it hasn't been all that easy. Hilldale's made it tough. It's just that the Tigers have made some phenomenal plays. Cruz has kept a couple plays alive with his feet, got some chunk yards, and then a touchdown earlier to CJ after avoiding some pressure, and then McAdoo, he's beat a couple guys just right off the jets, just running, and the guys turned and running with him, and he just keeps running past him, and Cruz is just throwing the ball really, really effectively tonight. It's a beautiful night for football weather-wise, and no wind, and Cruz really spinning it right now.
Yep, absolutely looking good. The Red Cleats are working tonight as he's got 4 touchdown passes. Let's take a look at the bracket, kind of take a look at what's going on around the state here. The 4A playoff bracket, you can see the teams that are eliminated there with the red X there. The big surprise to me there is that Blanchard-Clinton game. Blanchard had a chance. They go for 2 at the very end of that thing and miss it, so they get beat by Clinton. So Clinton and Wagner, that one's 9-0 Wagner at halftime. Elgin and Salisal up there on the top side of that bracket. Elgin's up 21-6 now. And then Bethany Ada, who the Tigers, presuming they hold on, will face the winner of that game. And Bethany's up 16-6 over Ada currently at halftime.
Yeah, so district opponent here in District 4A2, Bethany, we saw them earlier, I believe like weeks 5 or 6. And, Tigers played a pretty physical game with them, kind of had a little bit of breathing room, created it on the road. and
had a similar scenario, though, there on the road at Bethany. We get up early. We're up 21 to whatever. They come back, fight back after a couple of turnovers, make it a one-score game, and then the Tigers run away with it in the end and win by 20 points, 20-plus points. And so they finished them off, but it was Bethany tried to make a run, and that's a team that will do that. They're well coached. They've got some talent. And so, again, Tigers, same thing tonight, come out, start quick. This time they get some turnovers, but keep things rolling, and 35-0 is the score at halftime.
Yeah, it's been a quick start, and I think the comparisons, whenever you look at it on film, Bethany and Hilldale remind you a lot of each other, both physical and play good football and can go score at any time. Got a really good player that you have to contain, and I think the Tigers have done a really good job of that tonight with number 7, Brady Scott for Hilldale. He's a really talented player, and I talked a little bit about it earlier in the broadcast, but Brady Scott's got 42 catches for 813 yards and 11 touchdown catches, and then on the other side of it, he's got 5 rushing touchdowns. He's kind of their Hilldale's Brady McAdoo type player. You kind of put him in the backfield, throw it to him, and then he's got 7 interceptions on defense as well. He's their lockdown corner, so he's just a really good player for him. But that guy right there in your screen, 12, he's having a pretty phenomenal night, one of his better nights. And just, I'm not saying statistically, but I'm telling you, the way he's ripping the football right now, he's making great decisions, not forcing anything. And sometimes quarterbacks in the playoffs, they'll try to do some things they haven't done all year and get themselves in trouble. But we'll take a look real quick at let's take a look real fast at the Tiger to watch, if we don't mind here, Kevin.
Yep, our Tiger TV Tiger to watch tonight. Number 22, Adrian Avalar. We've called his name a lot, as you can see there. 111 total tackles, 29 solo tackles, 7 sacks, 12 tackles for loss, and 1 rushing touchdown this season. So playing really well. We've called his number a couple of times tonight on the defensive side of the ball. And again, it's been a night where number 22 and number 14 have been all over the ball. Avalar's got 5 tackles so far tonight. So starting things off in a really good way.
Yeah, they've been flying around, and Adrian's one of those guys that he's depended on. We've talked about him before. He and Luke both are just guys that you got to go game plan against if you're the offense, and they've done a really good job tonight getting to the football. Anytime the ball's been on the ground, they've pretty much been right there to make plays, and the Hilldale success has happened outside the tackles in the alleys, out by the sidelines, and then deep down the middle of the field. So they've done their job, and the secondary has really played well too. Jet McCoy's had a big interception. Zarian Kendall, Luke Falwell actually forced fumble early in the game that Z hopped on. So the unit's playing really well. Anytime there's 0 on the board, and I kind of talked about this off air before the game, and I'm not beating anybody up. I don't know. I couldn't find a way that Hilldale was going to get more than a couple touchdowns offensively, just because of the way the defense is played, and simply because we watch Blanchard, and Blanchard didn't really have any success offensively in Newcastle, and both of those teams are really high-octane offenses, and not that Hilldale's not, but I think the Tigers came really locked in to play good defense on their last home game.
And that's the cool thing that at this level you see, the Tigers, the thing that makes them so dangerous on the offensive side of the ball is all those weapons. You got C.J. Simon, you got Zarian Kendall, you got the Lane brothers, Jordan and Jalen, you got Brady McAdoo, you got Sean Roundsville, and then you got Cruz Campbell back there spinning it like he is, and that makes it really hard on these defenses, but that translates over to the defensive side of the ball because a lot of those guys, those athletes, are over there playing.
Sure.
Jet McCoy's the only one that doesn't get a ton of offensive snaps necessarily. You see Wyatt Probst out there as well, but he does a great job as well. So you got those athletes on the backside, Jordan and Jalen locking people down at the corner position, Zarian and Jet back there at safety, making it really hard to blow the top off that defense. And then they're coming down in the run and supporting, making tackles.
Sure.
And then you've got those guys on the back end slowing things down, and you'll see Adrian Avalar and Luke Falwell coming to the second and third level, making tackles back there as well.
Yeah, and we've gotten a lot of pressure tonight. The D-line's been really good. The O-line's given Cruz enough time to do whatever he needs to do, and then opened up some holes for Roundsville. So, to be honest, I think this is. I know that Hilldale, and I can check here, but I mean, it looks like Hilldale's thrown it for 132 yards, and they've ran it for about 50. But I'll tell you, I think this is probably one of the more sound games we've played as a unit. All phases of the game, special teams, Og's not let them. I mean, they haven't started a drive where they need to start it. I think they've just been really phenomenal all the way around in all assets.
Yeah, absolutely. And you see tonight, with with those defensive guys playing well, offense is playing well, special teams has been playing well. Last week, you've got Cale Harriman coming in to plug up that Elk City run game. And this week, you see Cam McDoulet there in the middle, stepping in, beating blocks and getting sacks. I think he's got 3 sacks tonight already. Cam McDoulet does.
2 sacks and a tackle for loss.
Yeah, so playing really well. Last week we saw Cale Harriman step in that spot and plug things up. This week the quicker Cam McDoulet in there beating blocks, and at times he's been beating 2 blocks to get through there. So Great job there on the front. That defensive line has played well all year and done their job and doing it again tonight for the Tigers.
I just think, you get the football back right now too, and that's pretty special.
Yeah.
And it makes it tough on Hilldale because, if I'm Tuttle, I'm watching it. You got to kick an onside or do something squirrely here to try to get the football back. At the same time, you say, well, if you don't get it, they get it at midfield. But I don't think it's really mattered where we've started on the field. The first play of the game went 83 yards for a touchdown, and there's been some huge plays all over the field tonight, some big chunk yards for Tuttle. You got a 50 yards Arian Kendall touchdown pass. You got an 83-yard McAdoo touchdown pass. You got a 25-yard gain from Roundsville on the ground. You got another 20-yard run from McAdoo. It's just been huge chunks at a time, and I don't know if you don't just try to squib or onside this thing and try to make a play.
75 Cash Schiller in to kick it off for Hilldale, and he is lined up aggressively at an angle, so you might see something a little wonky here, either a high pooch or an onside attempt coming up. And it will be the high pooch as it's fielded. Jordan Lane's got some room. He's going to be bottled up, brought down at the 50-yard line. I thought he might have had enough green in front of him to just take off with it. But good job fielding that and getting a little bit of a return.
I'm not fair catching this thing. I'm taking it up the yard, but I did get a request. I know there's a birthday tonight at midnight, a 43rd birthday at midnight coming up. Mr. Chad Moore requested that we give Miss Elizabeth Pace a happy birthday shout-out at midnight, so hope you're staying up late. And
there you go, set the alarms.
I don't know if they're in the shop at Chad's watching it or what, but
happy birthday.
Howdy to you guys. So happy birthday, Miss Allie Pace's mom.
Roundsville on the ground over the left side. Kind of a whole gaggle.
They're going to call him down. Forward progress.
Forward progress as they just continue to yank on it. Second down coming up for the Tigers. We saw that last week, a couple of slow whistles on forward momentum. This time they get it blown dead. Tigers seeing what Hilldale's up to on the defensive side of the ball, making an adjustment.
I think you got CJ down here by himself.
Yeah, no safety over the top. They'll keep it on the ground with Roundsville, who cuts back, got some room to run, stays on his feet. Flag coming in. I think they're going to get possibly Avalar for a hold. Nope. Sideline.
Okay. Sideline on Hilldale.
Sideline warning.
I was going to say, Mikey, if you watch 56 at the top here, he's driving this guy into the next week.
That's just a flat pancake block. My apologies, Mikey. I did not mean to insinuate that you were holding.
Mikey Avalar took him for a ride down the street, almost took him over to the baseball field and dropped him off early.
Yep, I saw a flag and saw Mikey pancake that guy and thought, well, we might have got a little too aggressive, but good job on the blocking there. 1st and 10 Tigers. Again, inside Hilldale territory very quickly. Ball's on the ground. Cruz Campbell jumps on it. Good job there. Just a little bit of a bad exchange. A Hotworks Mustang replay. You can see here the mesh just doesn't quite stick.
I think Roundsville may got his eyes up just a hair earlier, but if you ask any quarterbacks coach in America, it ain't Sean's fault. It's got to be on the quarterback, and Cruz does a good job hopping on it, but puts you at 2nd and 15 here.
Yeah, it makes it a little bit tougher from behind the chains, as we talk about quite often. You don't like to play from back there. Makes it a little more adventurous. They'll go up top. Coming back to it, Brady McAdoo. Now he's going to try and make a man miss. He'll fight for positive yards. We'll see where they mark him out of bounds. He'll be close. We're going to say he stepped out. Nice little further. Good pass and catch, and then shakes around and.
Yeah, he got his foot out just shy, about just a yard shy there, it looked like.
So good job picking up those yards, 14 yards on second down, brings up 3rd and 1.
You can take another shot if you want, really.
He'll keep it on the ground with Roundsville. He'll get enough for the first down and then some inside the 20-yard line. Tigers in the red zone again. Move the chains and keep the clock rolling.
About 6 yards there for Sean. 13 carries, 82 yards. Coming up on that century mark here. Roundsville's had some drives this year that he's carried the load for everybody.
They'll keep it on the ground again. Good lane to run in there. He'll be hit and brought down inside the 10-yard line. It'll be enough. He'll be right at the line to gain. We'll see if they move him forward or not for the first down. Great blocking there. Will Garrett does a good job knocking that end coming down out.
CJ holding on for dear life. He wasn't holding the guy. I think he was holding it up from getting his legs taken out from underneath him. That's the worst, stock blocking out there and get your ankles rolled up.
1st and goal for the Tigers. They almost get Hilldale to jump off sides. Not quite. Hand it to Roundsville. He's hitting the backfield and tripped up for no gain.
I think Will Garrett missed the guy he may have needed to get hands on. Kind of ran past him looking to that second level there, and good job by Hilldale. I think it's our leading tackler, number 51, Mason Foran, coming up to make a play right there.
8 minutes, 40 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Tigers up 35-0. Trying to make it more than that. Hoping to get to 42 with a touchdown.
And a Coke's mechanical extra point.
So Bo's been another one.
Yeah, we're going to start running some specials here quickly.
They're getting to the.
We're running out of
getting to discount territory. CJ Simon in the corner tries to get a hand up on it. Just can't quite get 2 hands and bring it in.
Yeah, almost knocked it back to himself. Ran out of the real estate he saw into the corner down there where the band used to sit. Now they've moved into the big seats.
Good route and
I
good
like the
pass.
space there.
Just a hair long for CJ to bring it in. So that stops the clock with 8 minutes and 13 seconds left. Tigers look to the sideline. They'll have to move a little quickly here. 9 seconds on the play clock. Go back to it again, this time in the corner. And the ball came out quick. Did a good job throwing it early, but just not quite able to hit his receiver in the end zone again. CJ Simon, the intended receiver. And now we'll see that field goal unit march out there.
I think it just got out of hand. Got out of Cruz's hand just a hair before CJ was ready for it. And Og will come on. He's been good this year. I believe 3 of 4 on the year on field goals. Jet McCoy will hold it.
That one's driven low and under the uprights. Almost got the official there.
He had to duck.
Trying to give him a good look at it.
Yeah, I just caught the middle of the ball right there, and it kind of knuckled. It was going about 93 miles an hour. It was sink.
Had good exit velocity off his foot.
The RPMs weren't very high, though.
No,
so.
Not a lot of spin.
And my apologies, Cole Leach is not a Arkansas. He's an OU guy, and I want to say I heard it. Maybe he was, but that's out in eastern Oklahoma. Nate Frisbee, I'm sorry for messing that. And I'm not a Sooner, so I didn't track that. But Sooners are blessed to get him because he can hit.
Need all the offensive firepower they can get. Take it down there, Norman.
2 backs. There's number 7 Brady Scott in the backfield again.
Yeah, and he gets bottled up almost immediately.
Rolling there on the carry. He hasn't carried it as much as number 4 Blake Johnson has tonight, but he's been pretty effective when he has. 3 yards a carry.
Good job Garrett Rogers there, kind of driving the lineman, blocking him back into that play and bottling it up. See him get up off the bottom of that pile.
I'm still sitting right next to Eli like we're going to get back on the camera.
I know,
I'm
like
get
our
spaced
names are
out.
below us.
You smell good, though.
Thank you. I try. A couple squirts of the smelly good stuff.
That nose deal that we get our allergies gone with, whatever that thing is, that thing's sweet.
Boom Boom Stick got the tropical flavor this week.
There's an offensive pass interference.
Pick route there. Number 8 with the catch. That's Parker Ireland. Again, one of their favorite targets. Good job defensively.
And I think think Tyrese with the
suplex
takedown.
Yep, Tyrese makes the tackle. He was also, I think, the recipient of the interference.
Yeah, got just picked right there. Can't contact those guys like that. And it might be going. Maybe they're saying. Maybe they're calling against Tuttle.
Holding.
Yeah.
So I think Tyrese gets called for holding there.
I just assumed, and that's what I get for doing that. I apologize.
It's all right. We appreciate the effort.
I'm trying.
By you and the defender. A little extra effort there, though. So that'll be a first down for Hilldale.
That's Ireland's 5th catch tonight. 62 yards.
Quarterback pulls it this time, trying to get it out to the edge. Incomplete pass. It was just barely forward, intended for Brady Scott, trying to get his playmaker out in space. And they've tried to do that to try and stimulate their run game. Those long, sort of a long handoff out there, get it to him in space, give him a little green to work with. It's been pretty effective. Not able to wrangle it in this time. So 2nd and 10 now for Hilldale.
For those of you at home that can't see the scoreboard, we had some serious internet issues here in the Grady County area with AT&T, and I don't think they've done anything to fix it, so we had to put matters in our own hands. But that one's a good throw again to Ireland over the middle. That's been their soft spot.
Yep, they found a little spot there, kind of in the Tigers zone that they like, and they connect again in that same spot. First down yardage and then some into Tiger territory, about the deepest they've been all night into Tiger territory.
Yeah, Ireland just on a skinny post right there. And again, good ball from Dawson Fields, just threading the needle right there. That's probably his best throw of the evening, on the money to Ireland. And Ireland gets the momentum back on Hilldale's side for the first time in a while.
Perryman in pursuit, gets it out.
Oh, that's great. Oh, Big Kale was next door, the coaching staff for Hilldale. They saw Big Kale get hit, and I heard "Oh God!"
Here he comes, and he was in hot pursuit, but able to get it out to Brady Scott. Now a flag thrown. I think they have said something over there.
Somebody's upset.
And I don't know if Scott wanted a late hit over there or something. I didn't see anything.
On us, both sides.
So going to be offsetting, maybe.
A little trash talking.
Talking a little noise out there.
That will carry over to the next middle school season. If they're an underclassman, they'll be running the chains week 1 of junior high football. It's my favorite rule for Coach B's guy.
That's a good one.
You
get a penalty?
15. I feel like he should get some too. You know,
if he gets himself
like
one, maybe he gets some chains.
We don't get flags in baseball. You just get verbal warnings. You need to stay in the dugout, sir. All right.
Fine.
That's enough.
I've seen you.
I got more.
I've seen you put on your little cinch backpack and head to the locker room a time or two.
I'll tell you where I went last time it happened. I went and sat down the left field line with Brad McAdoo and Freddie. Hacker. And we watched the rest of the game against Washington from the truck, and we got a dub. Coach Bell's got him squeaked across the line, and we got us a win. So
Gage rolling on the carry there for Hilldale, gets the first down. So Hilldale keeping this drive alive, burning some clock. 5 minutes, 32 seconds left here in the third quarter. Trying to find the end zone for the first time tonight. We'll see if the Tiger defense can bend but not break down here.
There's number 8 in motion, Ireland. He's been hot tonight for them.
They'll throw it back across the middle, just outside the outstretched arms. That was Scott coming in through the middle, trying again to find the middle of that Tiger zone. Not quite enough this time. Incomplete pass. Stops the clock with 5 minutes, 15 seconds left.
Yeah, I was mentioning earlier, but our scoreboard not up, but we'll keep you updated best we can. We kind of forget sometimes in the luxury box up here that we do have internet issues sometimes that are out of our control, but we all pieced it together. Everybody pitched in. Baseball Booster Club bought us a long Ethernet cord for our flight scope technology, and we brought it over. So plugged it in. That's a false start.
Yep.
I think that's a great job by Jalen Lane. Kevin, I don't know if you got the replay. Jalen started running like he was covering the guy, and that drew number 7, Brady Scott, off the ball, and that's a big penalty because it backs you up to 2nd and 15 here.
Yeah, and that was
just
Jalen and Scott were the two
Yeah.
kind of jawing at each other. And so one of those, when you're that engaged with the player on the other side of the ball, sometimes you get a little anxious to have that one-on-one matchup.
Yep.
And those things can happen when that happens.
Well, he's soloed up over there. Donnie Schluter into the game now at safety for Zarian Kendall.
Tigers trying to bring some pressure. Hilldale going to the end zone. Jalen in coverage.
Ooh.
Gets a hand on it. Great defense there by Jalen Lane. Just tracking that ball in the air. Tigers brought pressure. Quarterback has a chance to get it away. Didn't have a ton of pressure in his face, and Jalen almost able to dive and catch that, but it'll be an incomplete pass and bring up 3rd and 15 for Hilldale. Defense doing good so far. Trying to stop this drive with no Hilldale points.
It's a 3rd straight incompletion there. Hopefully I don't do the broadcaster's jinx to the Tuttle defense, but
Hilldale trying to get it to the middle of the field, and pressure coming.
No, there's no flag. That ball was deflected. You got to wave that off. There's a tipped pass at the line.
So he is signaling pass interference.
No, it was tipped.
So we'll have to talk about it. I think one of the officials is coming over to
the guy right here on the sides saying, Coach Ballard, I'm going to tell him, yep.
It's good crew work there.
Good job.
Good job by the crew, because that's, I mean, the guy that's watching at the back end of the defense is not watching the line, and the guy who's watching the line says, no, sir, it was tipped, so no need for pass interference. Good job, good crew work there by the officials.
Defense coming off over here to a little
swinging gate punt formation, so Tigers will roll with them.
Yep, man-to-man out there, one-on-one. They're probably going to go up top on the top of your screen right here against Jalen Lane. We got Ireland soloed up. They're going to run reverse.
Reverse pass, and they've got a guy. He's wide open, and they will sneak into the end zone on the trick play. And the Tigers did a good job covering all the craziness on the opposite side of that formation. And then Dawson Fields, the guy who's usually lined up at quarterback, able to sneak out and catch the touchdown pass.
Yeah, it's just a polecat, if you want to call it. Not as deep as the polecat. Polecat, you snap it about 8, 9, 10 yards deep, and they run a little reverse back the other way. Ireland sets up and throws a nice little wheel route to Dawson Fields, wide open. But just one of those plays that, hey, that's what you drew up, and it got you in the end zone. But you can't run. A lot of people don't run that offense all the time, so it got the Tigers there. Hats off to Hilldale there.
Yep, 35-7 the score. 4:41 left in the third quarter. We'll take a break on Tiger TV and be back in just a moment.
The First National Bank and Trust Company presents to you the Tuttle Team Spirit Card. We proudly serve more than 20 area schools and have donated more than $82,000 in 2023. So, what are you waiting for? Support your Tuttle Tigers and make every transaction count. Come by the bank to get your Team Spirit Card today at no cost to you. The First National Bank and Trust Company. Member FDIC.
Contemporary Family Dentistry Newcastle has been serving the Tri-City community since 2008 and is excited to announce the opening of our second location in Blanchard. For more information, visit our website at www.cfdok.com.
Welcome back to Tiger TV. The Hilldale touchdown makes it 35-7 with 4:41 left in the third quarter here at Richardson Family Stadium for round 2 of the playoffs. This will be the last home game this year, as the Tigers, if they win, will head to the semifinals, and that'll be a neutral site game.
Looks like Bethany and Ada still 16-6 in the third quarter. Wagner up 22-0 on Clinton, and Elgin 27-6 over Salisaw right now. McAdoo gonna have to corral this one at the 5.
Scoop it and go. He'll cut it back. He'll be hit. Stays on his feet. Now he's bottled up inside the 15.
Yeah, you got to watch for the onside there, and oh well right there if you're Tuttle. But
Tigers will start with the ball on the 13-yard line. Hilldale's fired up after they score, and now they pin the Tigers deep. Last time the Tigers were this deep, though, it was a Brady McAdoo 83-yard touchdown pass. That was the first play from the line of scrimmage for the Tigers tonight.
Simon's down here a little bit of an island. Their quarterback, Dawson Fields, playing high safety, but in the middle of the field.
Landed to Roundsville's got a little bit of room to run. Goes over the top of one, picks up 5 on first down.
You might be looking at, if you see the replay here, you might be looking at one of those old-fashioned Sean Roundsville third-quarter drives where he just takes control of the football game on the ground. He's done that 2 or 3 times this year.
Yeah, we saw it in the Newcastle game. We saw it,
Blanchard
I believe,
game.
in the Blanchard game. We saw it, I think, in the Elk City game last week as well. So we might get a healthy dose of Sean Roundsville. 27 coming downhill at you. Or they might take a shot.
Yeah.
They can do either.
Well, I think Cruz is just playing the numbers game right there, and you see a big chunk gain again for Roundsville. It's about 10 yards, 11 there on the carry. Puts him over the century mark yet again. 17 carries, 108 yards for Roundsville. Hadn't gotten the end zone yet on the ground.
Looks like Sean might have let his hair down tonight, too.
Ooh.
Might have the locks flowing out of the helmet, so.
Well, when you get it bleach blonde, sometimes you got to let it rip.
Let it flow.
Let it rip, tater chip.
That's right. 1st and 10 for the Tigers, now out to the 29-yard line. 3 minutes, 54 seconds. Roundsville again. He's hit at the line. Hilldale trying to rip on the football. He'll pick up 2 yards.
That's a tough run right there. Somebody I want to give a shout out to that we haven't really talked about, and he's one of those guys you don't really talk about because he doesn't get the football. But 44, Will Garrett, if you just watch him for a couple plays in the run game, man, he's done a phenomenal job just being the first guy at contact and getting Sean off the first level. He's improved so much as the years went on, and his feet have gotten so much better and stayed underneath him, and you just kind of watch him lead the way, and he's done a phenomenal job. He's almost an extra lineman just moving on the snap.
Yep, Roundsville gets it again. It'll be bottled up. It'll pick up positive yards. It'll bring up 3rd down for the Tigers. 3rd and about 5. Again, with this Tiger offense, you're pretty comfortable in these 3rd and 5 situations.
Yeah, you got 11 matched up with their best player, Brady Scott, up top, and he's kind of on an island up there by himself. CJ got some room down here as well.
Tigers making an adjustment.
I think this is where Cruz is at his best, when he can play a little pitch and catch. You might see some of that here. Just
2 minutes, 30 seconds, 4 on the play clock.
Making a good throw into some space.
Gets it out to C.J. Simon, who tries to make a man miss and then brought down, but he'll pick up the 1st down.
And that right there is it. You look at Cruz right here, makes a step up, throws a little bit off balance, but look at his chest. Chest is right on the receiver. Eyes are on the receiver, not throwing off his back foot. Delivers a nice throw.
A lot of quarterbacks there will get what you call happy feet. They'll start moving their feet and getting their base kind of out of whack, and they won't be able to step sort of into that throw or rotate with that throw. That's why a lot of times you'll see throws like that be offline or short.
Sail out of bounds, yep.
And this time Cruz able to keep a good solid base under him. Flag comes in, a little quick start there, I think.
Yeah, Cruz wanted the ball a little bit earlier and a little frustrated there, but
Ball start against Tuttle.
March you back 5 yards to start here, but you don't see Cruz make too many bad decisions with the ball in his hand. Rarely does he throw it where he doesn't have his feet underneath him, at least one underneath him. And he's over 250 yards tonight.
Really good night for the quarterback, Cruz Campbell, tonight. He's been really accurate, really wise decisions as well. Protecting the ball, throwing it away when he needs to. Behind the chains now, 1st and 15 for the Tigers. They'll give it to Roundsville. Had a little bit of a seam, but not quite able, and gets back to the original line of scrimmage. Negates the penalty yardage.
Yeah, just turning out those yards right there. Good job staying on blocks and getting the man upfield.
And number 35, Jaden Bishop for Hilldale, read that right and looked like he might break in there, but he kind of slowed up. I don't know if he just
took a
bad angle.
He did a good job following the play, though, and making the play at the end of it, but he had a chance for maybe a little bit better result for Hilldale at the first part of that play. 55 seconds left here in the third quarter. Tigers lead at 35-7. Little miscommunication. See, you got to go down, Cruz.
He does there. He'll lose a couple this time.
Yeah, that was just bad mesh and then miscommunication on the play. Sean went left. Cruz opened right. And not sure who was in the wrong, but Tigers lose a couple yards there.
3rd and 11 now for the Tigers. 22 seconds left. They've got to snap it here in the third quarter, so you'll see one more play in the third quarter, then the Tigers will flip it around and go the other direction on what will be 4th down or hopefully 1st down.
When in doubt.
Gets it to C.J. Simon. He had Jordan Lane bust open there across the middle late, but just couldn't get his eyes to him.
Yeah, he
stops the clock, so we'll have one more snap actually here in the third quarter. 3 seconds left on the clock.
Kind of got forced over, and I don't know that he wanted to throw that ball back across his body right there. Just gets it to C.J. Another completion right there, and nice job moving the ball a little bit. Got to go punt it, but hey, third quarter's over, and you got a 35-7 lead here. After this snap, McAdoo will punt it away. Cruz Campbell tonight, 14 of 21, 256 yards through the air and 4 touchdowns.
McAdoo puts a boot into this one. It'll sail out of bounds. A little bit short. Hilldale will have it at the 35-yard line to start. 1st and 10, Hilldale. Tigers up 35-7. That'll be the final play of the third quarter. So heading into the fourth quarter here at Richardson Family Stadium. We'll take a break on Tiger TV and be back in just a moment.
Looking for the perfect way to satisfy your barbecue cravings? Look no further. We welcome everyone to enjoy our mouth-watering barbecue made with love and care. Our family-friendly barbecue joint is more than just a restaurant. We're part of the community, and our friendly staff will make you feel right at home. Smokin' Joe's Rib Ranch in Tuttle and Rush Springs. Come for the barbecue, stay for the good times with family and friends.
Over the years, a lot has changed. Thankfully, in Tuttle, a few things have stayed the same. The people here are still the best, the school's teams are always competitive, and Williams Plumbing Service is still serving the community. For all your plumbing needs, call Williams Plumbing Service. One family serving Tuttle since 1949. Thank you, Tuttle, and go Tigers.
Welcome back to Tiger TV. Hilldale completes the pass coming out of that quarter change to start the fourth quarter. Jalen Lane just about got a hand there and batted it away, but receiver for Hilldale able to bring it in. That was number 5, Ty Wilson. 5 and 8 have been the favorite targets tonight. Parker Ireland wearing number 8. Ty Wilson wearing number 5. Number 1, Dawson Fields, the quarterback.
Yeah, Fields is 15 of 23 for 195 yards. Does have an interception, and he caught a touchdown pass. But, I mean, this has been the most yards through the air that the Tigers have given up all year. About 215 yards passing for Hilldale, but they had to get that's an unsportsmanlike conduct on Hilldale, so it'll be backwards 15 yards. But I'll tell you, they've done a really good job through the air tonight, and the Tigers have done a really good job of, sometimes those things happen, but cinching things down at the end. And
a little bit of a gift from Hilldale here, as it'll make it 1st and 25.
That sucks. You get your first down, but then you move it back 15. I almost think it should be 1st and 10 from back there, right?
It was sort of between
the play.
The play. It wasn't during the play, so it doesn't move with the play. Pressure coming. Cam McDoulet puts the pressure on, forces the incomplete pass.
It's a big time play. It just disrupts everything because they're trying to get that out to Brady Scott. You see him coming out here into the flat, and he almost has enough time to get it to him. He's got a little bit of space, but Cam McDoulet just really increases the pressure at the end there and gets him to throw it away.
Rips through. Tigers had a slant on in the right direction.
He's making a real strong case for that Smokin' Joe's Barbecue Defensive Player of the Game a little later tonight. We'll talk about those later on. 11-17 here in the fourth quarter.
Tigers bringing pressure, and it'll set up a screen, able to bring it in. That was a good catch there by number 8. Again, Parker Ireland with the reception there, gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Tigers had pressure coming. Avalar does a good job almost staying with that screen, slowing it up a little bit. Pressure forced a little bit of a high throw, so they weren't able to get it off quite as cleanly as they would have liked.
Yeah, just a good job by the Tigers keeping everything in front of you and tackling in space. Ireland snagged the thing one-handed, but Lane chopped him down. Lanes are really good. Both lanes are really good tacklers. Like, they are really good about hitting bigger guys than them and bringing them down without any help. Kind of got to watch that skinny post. That's what's been really effective for them tonight.
Rolls the pocket. Now he got a couple Tigers closing in. They'll get to him. That'll be recorded as a sack.
Yeah, that's
happened in the backfield.
Looks like Luke Falwell right there in on that sack. McDoulet coming back to the back of that play, but it looked like
Baker as well.
Yeah, Braden Baker right there. I think Baker was probably the first guy to get to him right there and had a bunch of help on top of it.
Little swinging gate formation again. This is what led to the touchdown for Hilldale. We'll see what they do out of it. They may shift back and punt out of it. It's fourth down in a long ways.
Well, you got to keep eyes on the quarterback. You got to keep guys. They're going to run that reverse again, and they're going to
falls on the ground. And there's Cam McDoulet.
I think that's
who would have guessed it? Fumble recovery. Trickeration does not work for Hilldale this time.
Cam McDoulet, just man, he's having a ball game tonight, and awesome to play that kind of game for a guy that, I mean, he's been a good player, but having probably your best defensive game and at times statistically on your home field on your last turn here at Richardson Family Stadium, and Tigers put themselves in a really good position to go punch it in. This is one of those you may go to the end zone early in this drive just to kind of punch him in the face, and CJ's uncovered right now.
I was going to say, you might catch Hilldale trying to get lined up here if you go quick enough. They will get lined up. They'll hand it to Sean Roundsville up the middle. He'll keep those feet churning and pick up 6 on first down.
Sean's churning them out now.
Hilldale walked a couple of guys up late.
He's at
25. Doc Jackson makes that tackle. He walked up late, and we'll see what the Tigers do this time. McAdoo on an island down here. They got a safety over the top. They'll get it to him quick, and he's just not able to bring it in. Tried to run just a hair too quick with it. Incomplete pass.
I'll take the blame for that. I said he hadn't dropped any all year, and then he goes and drops that. He's going to have to do some push-ups, too.
He'll probably self-impose some push-ups.
I'm telling you right now.
Knowing Brady McAdoo, he will.
Yeah.
Surprised he didn't drop and do him on the field. Will Garrett in motion. They'll give it to Roundsville. Garrett just shoving his guy back.
Yeah, good job.
He was on Doc Jackson. Roundsville ripping forward for the first down, move the chains. Such a luxury to have. God. Sean Roundsville, 3rd and 5.
22 carries for number 27, 129 yards, and he's doing the old varsity blues. He's carrying it a ton. He hadn't gotten the end zone yet, but he's been the workhorse tonight on the ground, I'll tell you that, and he's had a phenomenal night running the football when we've needed it. Some huge third down carries for some first downs. So
8:30 here in the fourth quarter. Will Garrett had a pancake block on that last play as well, so him and Mikey Avalar with pancake blocks in that column. Roundsville with some room to run, bounces it outside, still on his feet, dragging guys to the end zone. He'll get inside the 5-yard line. Down, they're going to mark him down at the 1-yard line. Nice run and play right there.
17 yards for Sean. You hit that burst right there, and then the jersey, Jordan Brand, staying tough right there and dragging the defender along.
Number 44, Will Garrett with another good block.
I think you better give it to 27. I think you got to give it to 27
Feed
to get
him.
him in the end
Feed
zone.
him. Get him to pay dirt.
Get him in the end zone, Coach.
They're putting the big boys, kind of the extra heavy set, maybe
Big
jumbo
Mike.
set out there.
Oh, Big Mike, left fullback, and Will Garrett at the right side. And you're going to get 27 into the red paint here in a second.
They'll run over that left side. He's pushing forward, and that is a touchdown, Tigers. Sean Roundsville, 1-yard touchdown into the end zone, and the Tigers extend their lead. It's 41-7 with a Garrett Ogg extra point attempt pending.
Yeah, and you love it for Sean. 147 yards now on 24 carries. You talk about having a guy almost at 150 yards rushing and then a 250-yard passer, and then a guy over 120 yards receiving. It's been a special night offensively for the whole team.
Snap, hold, kick is up, and it's good. That's a Koch's Mechanical point after attempt.
It's a Koch's Mechanical point after.
Need your AC service? Let our dad serve you.
Don't pay big company prices. Call Koch's Mechanical.
Welcome back. We'll take a look at those Sean Roundsville runs to round out that drive here in the fourth quarter. This one following Will Garrett out there on the edge, breaks a couple tackles, drags a couple guys with him, gets down to the 1-yard line, and now put the big boys in there and just follow him into the end zone. Roundsville pounding his way to the end zone for a touchdown. Tigers are up 42-7, 7 minutes, 46 seconds left here in the fourth quarter at Richardson Family Stadium. Second round of the playoffs going exceedingly well for the Tigers.
Well, and I think we're going to have to play a little guessing game, Eli. You ready for my game?
Ready.
Kevin, you can join in also. So it looks like we're going to maybe see Bethany next round. Where are we going to play 2 Fridays from now on December 6th is what I want to know. You have to guess Bethany High School, Tuttle. Usually they try to have a neutral kind of site. It will be neutral site, but try to kind of put them in the middle. I could see a possible.
Scott fields it at the 5. Schluter in pursuit. He's down at the 10-yard line. Good coverage there from the kick team. Yeah, neutral site.
I'll say I've coached a playoff football game at Western Heights, and it's really actually a pretty nice place. They have a really nice facility. And then, I think UConn's maybe in play. You can't have Southern Nazarene because Bethany plays their home games there. Taft Stadium might be in play.
We played our semifinal game my senior year at Putnam City.
Okay.
So I think that's in play. That would be my guess.
Well, in PC West and PC, I think both have redone their fields. I know PC West has their own stadium now, so I'm not sure the capacity. I'm not sure.
Well, UConn, of course, that's where we played Bethany in the championship.
Another little bubble screen. Wyatt Probst plays it well, but they get a block on him, and Scott making a couple guys miss out there, but all of that for about 5 yards. Clock continues to run. 7 minutes, 25 seconds left here in the fourth quarter.
PC North might be a possibility, so. And then, who knows? I mean, you never know. The OSSA could put us in Moore or something. I mean, one of those stadiums. So we'll see where we end up. But it looks like the Tigers might face off against the Broncos for the second time this year.
Tigers bringing some pressure.
There he is. And
ball's
a fumble.
out. Ball's loose. Ball's loose. And Luke Falwell falls on it in the end zone. Cam McDoulet again forces the fumble. Luke Falwell gives him the football, says, "Here, thanks, buddy. Appreciate that." Cam McDoulet, have yourself a night. I mean, absolutely monstrous.
The hat trick on sacks and a tackle for loss earlier, another big play. That one causes 6 points in favor of the Tigers as his buddy Luke Falwell jumps on top. And if you don't believe in the coach's show pump up for your stat column, who's next in a couple Wednesdays from now when we go back to it?
Yeah, if you go a couple Wednesdays from now, you're going to have a list of players lined up to get on that broadcast. Garrett Ogg with the extra point. That's Koch's Mechanical point after attempt.
It's a Koch's Mechanical point after.
Need your AC service? Let our dad serve you.
Don't pay big company prices. Call Koch's Mechanical.
Welcome back to Tiger TV. The Tiger defense says, hey, offense, hold your horses. You're not going to be the only ones to score tonight. Big Cam McDougal. Let's take a look at that Hotworks Mustang replay. Watch 53, the far side of your screen up there on the top. He's going to just beat a block, stay with it, wraps him up, ball pops loose. Falwell's in pursuit. Jumps on it in the end zone, and look at that. He says, that a baby. That's yours, baby. That's all you. That's all you.
And I tell you, he just locked it up.
Yeah, we can call it. There's 6 minutes, 54 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
You can't hear Kevin, but he is like, boys, I'm putting the graphic up. I'm calling it. I'm trumping everybody. I'm in charge of this operation, and this is the player of the game.
Defensive player of the game, Cam McDougal, locks it up right there. Absolutely. We still got the offense and special teams to go.
Right, you're right.
So there's Kevin, Breck, and Eli. We sometimes each get to pick one.
Kevin might trump us on that too, which I don't blame him. He's done a great job this year. He's earned it.
Absolutely.
There's another touchback for Og. So
Hilldale will start with the ball on their own 20-yard line again. Again, 6 minutes, 54 seconds left. Tigers take a 49-7 lead on the Cam McDougal forced fumble. Luke Falwell recovered for a touchdown.
Kevin, can we run that back one more time? Let me look. I'm going to show you, too. It's not down by contact. Look where the quarterback lands. McDougal puts him in his lap, and then the ball comes loose. He never hits the ground. As you see here, boom, the ball flies straight up in the air, and I love that Luke picks it up and look at him. Here you go, buddy. Here's your present.
Absolutely. He knew who got him a touchdown. Nifty little run here. That's a shifty running back right there.
Johnson.
Number 4, Blake Johnson. That is Luke's first touchdown to go. They tried to get Luke in the end zone last week on a little bit of a pass play that didn't quite pan out. So Luke does find pay dirt. His buddy Adrian got in the end zone on a rushing touchdown a couple weeks ago. But Cam McDougal serving it up.
Luke doesn't care about them offensive touchdowns. He knows those aren't real. He says, I'm not a running back anymore. I'm a guy that hits people and scores defensive touchdowns. So
another run there from Hilldale. They'll pick up enough for the first down, move the chains. Clock will continue to run, and we'll run down under 6 minutes here in the fourth quarter. Tigers up 49-7. Again, number 4, Blake Johnson for Hilldale. He's a junior, so you'll see more of him next year if the Hornets make it back to Tuttle.
When's the last time Hilldale and Tuttle played, Eli?
It's been a minute.
No, it was the state championship year, 2018. Yeah, we played them in the playoffs. I wasn't here yet, but I know Coach Wallace told me that at lunch that they faced them when they won the state title in the opening round, and 41-14-ish or so, 41-17 was the score, something like that. But yeah, 2018, last time they faced off.
2nd and 3 upcoming for Hilldale. Another Johnson run on first down. Got them neon yellow sneakers down there.
Yeah.
Neon yellow cleats makes it easy to keep an eye on him. They'll fake it to Scott.
He can run a little. He's quick.
Again, Wyatt Propst with a good tackle coming up field. They'll get enough for the first down. But number 18 bounces, plays it well, sheds a block, and brings him down after a gain of a couple. So the drive will stay alive for Hilldale. 4 minutes, 54 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Tigers up 49-7 here in the second round of the playoffs, looking to head to the semifinals. Not next week, but the week after that. Next week will be a bye week. They'll have Turkey Day, maybe not all the way off, but will not play next week.
They'll practice. And that's a big Thanksgiving tradition here in Tuttle. To go to football practice and watch them practice before you go eat some lunch. And
it's usually chilly. Wear your coveralls. They usually got some coffee for the folks watching. I bust out the ring occasionally at that practice and wear it.
Yeah, I tell you, we're gonna host 2 playoff semifinal games for small school on that Friday next week here at our beautiful facility, and that's what happens when you build them. They come.
There's a movie about that.
Yeah, Field of Dreams. It's like our own little Field of Dreams out here. So we'll host 2 semifinal games, and I get to run the clock for those.
Nice. I think Coach Brooks is going to line me up with something to do. Scott runs out of bounds. That'll stop the clock momentarily and bring up third down for Hilldale. 3 minutes, 44 seconds. Smoke and Joe's players of the game. Defensively, Cam McDoulet tonight with just a monstrous performance. Offensively, I got to give number 12 the nod tonight.
Yeah, he played really, really well. Cruz Campbell tonight, 15 of 22, 261 yards, 4 touchdowns. Smart with the football, made some throws when he had to make them. Started off the game with a bomb, but he put 2 right in the lap of Brady McAdoo. 2 of the better throws you'll see all year. One on the first play of the game, and then he hit McAdoo again later for a gain of 30 right down the sideline and didn't even hesitate, just put it in the air, and it was a beautiful ball. We'll see it later on our recap from Hotworks Mustang Replays, but I think Cruz Campbell, like you mentioned, he's just, I mean, McAdoo had another big night, 5 catches, 122 yards, 2 touchdowns catch, and then had a rushing touchdown as well. So not to discredit those guys. We might talk to both of them after the game, but 3:44 here left in the fourth, and Tigers trying to just cinch up a win here at home. Last time playing here at Richardson Family Stadium.
Quarterback drops back trying to set up a screen. Nick Wright does a good job reading that one, staying back. And then Probst gets in there, makes the tackle as well. Gain of 1. Had some room to go if Probst and Wright don't get in there and make that tackle.
Yeah, Wright did a really good job. Just, hey, if there's a bunch of guys letting me go, they're probably not doing that on accident. So good job staying home and helping Wyatt right there.
Yep, Elgin up 49-6, Wagner up 29-0 over Clinton, and Bethany up 23-6 over Ada. Hilldale puts it batted down. Braden Baker gets that one and knocks it down.
The big show.
The big show.
Bake sale.
Got Home for the Holidays coming
There's
up.
a bake sale
December
going on at Home for
5th.
Holidays.
There will be some goodies for sale there. Downtown Tuttle, it'll be lit up. It'll be festive. It'll be a lot of fun. 5:30 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. There'll be singing. There'll be carols. There'll be the Grinch. There'll be Santa Claus. There'll be a parade.
There'll be baseball hats galore for sale. Nate Strieber said he's got them loaded up. If you like Tuttle hats and gear, come buy one from the baseball booth. We'll see how hard you can throw, too. What do you think you can hit on the old radar right now, Eli?
Man, I'm probably sitting low 70s, mid 70s. Not a lot of juice left in the arm. I've thrown a lot of BP in the last 2 years. It's really.
Kevin says 22. It doesn't read that slow, but I'll just tell you, you can throw it harder than 22. That's funny because the little ones will come up, like the 4 and 5 year olds, and they rip it out of there. And our guys are doing the radar gun. They're really good about, oh, that was 64 miles an hour, and it didn't show up on there, but we pretend it did. So
keeps them coming back.
Whoever throws hardest for each kind of age level, they get a hat at the end of the night. So bring them out there, pay your $1 to throw it into the net. We have had somebody sail it over the net, and that was dangerous.
That looked a little risky. Pass complete over the middle. Luke Falwell there to wrap him up and bring him down for a short gain. Getting about 6 on that one. Ireland again.
Yeah, Ireland. That's his 100 yards right there. 8 catches for 100 yards for Ireland. And he's got a touchdown pass. So if you're playing along in Hilldale, you want a player of the game, I would say number 8, Parker Ireland, has been your man. Tigers have, and I'll tell you this, I mean, maybe Brady Scott hasn't had a huge number night, which he usually does, but it's because Tuttle's game plan. I mean, they're not going to let him run wild. Someone else is going to have to step up, and Ireland's done a good job of doing that.
Yep, Ireland and number 5, Ty Wilson, have had pretty big nights as the interception there for the Tigers. That's Jordan Lane. He's got a decent return coming, gets tripped up down to the 45-yard line, but another turnover for the Tigers. And
watch right here. He doesn't fall for the pump fake. There was a pump fake right before that, and he does not fall for it, stays on it, and Lane, man. Whew.
Another good play from the defense. 2 minutes, 12 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Tigers up 49-7. And as I thought you might see, you'll see that second unit roll out there. Bear Vargas at quarterback, Major Vandenberg in at running back. Vandenberg hit immediately.
Ireland.
He's played a good game on defense, had some pressure in the backfield. 2 minutes left on the clock. As the clock continues to run, the Tigers, if they can get a first down here, they can seal this off completely. But Hilldale's not going to get the ball back with more than about 30 seconds left on the clock.
It's signed, sealed, and delivered, Eli.
They can seal it without having to play any more defense.
Okay.
Let's say that.
I get you. Well, we'll be able to broadcast the next game as well. And we'll figure out where we're going. Let's run right there for Vargas.
Vargas keeps this one. He's stopped inbounds, so the clock will continue to run. It'll dive down under a minute here, and so I think the Tigers will let this one run down as far as possible, snap it, and then on fourth down they can just let the clock run out. So the Tigers look like they're going to take it 49-7 tonight here at Richardson Family Stadium and march on to the semifinals again. A little bit of a different schedule this year. The semifinals will occur in 2 weeks.
Yep.
Next week will be an off week, so if you tune in next Friday or Saturday and you're looking for Tiger TV, we will not be there.
Nope, we'll be here working some small school semifinals. Tigers off, and Tuttle going to have a week to rest, an extra week to prepare as they'll face Bethany for the second time this year is what it looks like, and site to be determined, but we will have that broadcast, and we'll make sure we update you on Twitter and on Facebook the best we can. Check the Tuttle Football Booster Club if you're looking for where the game's at 2 weeks from now. So I'll be on air at 10:10 tonight on 107.7 The Franchise, their high school prep post-game show, where they recap and talk to a lot of people from around the state. So I'll recap the win tonight for Tuttle. There's 5 seconds on the clock. They'll have to snap it. They're going to get a delay game. Well,
they'll just run the clock out.
Refs
So he'll
aren't
run
gonna
to the
call it.
sideline. Zeros on the clock. Tigers take this one 49-7 over the Hilldale Hornets, and they march into the semifinals. Our Smokin' Joe's players of the game tonight. Defensively, Cam McDoulet, he wrapped that one up early tonight.
You might have to go co on offense.
Offensively, Cruz Campbell, definitely one of our offensive players of the game.
He's number 1A, I would say. But, I mean, with McAdoo with 2 catches and 100 yards in the air, 122 yards, 5 catches, 122 yards, 2 touchdowns, and then a couple rushes for 18 yards and a score on the ground as well. So we'll have some post-game interviews. Those will hit the Twitter sphere, the X sphere, whatever you want to call it, later tonight. We'll visit with probably Coach Brad Ballard and some Tiger defenders and offenders, and just an overall, man, it's been a fun season to call these football games. I know we got 1 more to call and hopefully 2 more to play, but the booth up here is phenomenal. Thanks to our community for supporting these guys, because where we get to set is the best seat in the house. And Kevin Rogers, hats off to him and our crew, Hudson Peck and Bradley Watson. They've kind of double dipped in some different duties. Bradley has really learned Hudson up on the camera, and Hudson's done a good job tonight, but Bradley's manned it most of the year, and Hudson's kept some stats for us as well. And Ryan Barclay provided us with a little software. He's a radio guy that, I mean, there's just countless guys. Brad Berryhill, Eli, my partner here, or I'm his partner. That's what I like to call it. I don't like to be the head guy because I don't have to answer the emails for all the complaints, right? But we're going to take a look at some plays. But I just wanted to say thank you to everybody, and I'll let Eli get these plays recapped.
Yeah, Hotworks Mustang hot plays of the game. This is C.J. Simon in the corner. Up there on the top of your screen, Cruz Campbell keeps it alive. Toe tap in the end zone, touchdown. Zarian Kendall catches it, makes a couple guys miss, and then he's off to the races into the end zone for a touchdown. Cruz Campbell to Zarian Kendall there. And then Jet McCoy stepping in front of this pass, picking it off. Nice return here and getting the Tigers the ball back there in the first half. Brady McAdoo finishing a drive off here with a rushing touchdown. He got him down to inside the 1 yard line. They let him cap it off with a rushing touchdown. Watch 53 there in the middle. Beats a block. Sack number 1. You're going to see another play coming up. It's going to look identical, but it is not. It's another sack by number 53. And those were back-to-back. Pinned Hilldale deep. And Cam and his player of the game pursuit. This is a dime dropped in there by Cruz Campbell right to number 11, Brady McAdoo. Touchdown Tigers again. This is 53, beating block, getting pressure, forcing an incomplete pass. He had some quarterback hurries. Cam McDoulet
fumble recovery
on this one
and
here.
A forced fumble.
Jumps on it, busts through, recovers a fumble, and then he says, hey, I'm going to cause the next one. This is number 27, Sean Roundsville, over the right side down to the 1-yard line, dragging a couple of Hilldale defenders with him. I don't think they had to buy a ticket for that ride, and then they feed him again to get him into the end zone, following those big guys up front. And then this is Cam McDoulet. He's on the right side of the line there. He's going to bust free, get to the quarterback again. This time forces the fumble, and then Luke Falwell's there to jump on it for the touchdown. And that Jordan Lane getting in on the turnover action as he steps in front of this pass to pick it off late in the game to seal it for the Tigers. And they go away with a 49-7 win here in round 2 of the playoffs. They will advance to face Bethany by all how things look right now. Site to be determined. That'll happen in 2 weeks. So another great win to close out the homestand this year. They'll be on neutral field next time for the semifinals. And again, it's playoff football action. Win and go on, lose and go home. So the Tigers looking to go 1-0 in their next competition in 2 weeks. And we appreciate you joining us on Tiger TV. For Hudson Peck, Bradley Watson, Breck Draper, Kevin Rogers, I'm Eli Pagel. Thanks for joining us.